Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know what we're doing today?
Well, we're starting a new week, and the last regular episode we did was Isaiah chapter 38.
Sure as fuck was.
So I think in that one, Hezekiah was begging and pleading with God to, not kill him
Or something.
or let him die or whatever, and then God told Isaiah, and Isaiah told Hezekiah that he's fine.
You're fine. You're fine. It's fine. This is
He's
fine.
got 15 more, 15 more years.
It's all fine.
It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Isaiah chapter 38,
which
which means that today we're getting into
Isaiah chapter 39.
Okay, you ready to do this?
I am.
All right, let's do it.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we are hopping into Isaiah chapter 39.
Okay.
Which is the last one of the things that are the last of.
That's right. This is the end of the first book of Isaiah.
Yes.
Right.
First Isaiah. That's what I was trying
for the
to
people
say.
that separate them into two books.
Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
We're ending something today, even though we're beginning the week.
I know, it's interesting.
You hate it.
I do. I really do. I like things in sets to be together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm trying to be happy about it.
Right, right.
And, whenever one door closes, another opens, and this is
Sure.
an ending and a beginning all together in one. But yeah, no, I hate it. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
At that time.
That time.
That time.
The one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Marduk Baladon, son of Baladon, king of Babylon.
Fuck. That is a mouthful.
So we're just going to call him Marduk.
Yeah.
Okay? He's the king of Babylon.
Okay.
And when they say at that time, this is like right when Hezekiah is getting over his illness.
Got it. Feeling better.
Yeah. I'm about to feel better. So Marduk, the king of Babylon, sent Hezekiah letters and a gift.
That was nice.
He had heard of his illness and recovery.
That was nice.
I remember us reading about that in either Kings or Chronicles, Kings or Chronicles, and going, the fuck?
The Marduk guy, he's a stand-up guy.
He's a stand-up guy. Well, I guess it was common for kings to just do that.
Send notes and gifts and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hezekiah received the envoys gladly and showed them what was in his storehouses. And I remember that we were like, the fuck are you doing, my guy?
Right.
He's like, yes, come in, view all of my goods and wares and everything that I have. Would you like to steal it from me?
Right?
Yeah.
Or go back to tell your king, hey, they got some good shit, man. Like, we should go,
we thought that this kingdom was just a little podunk whatever, but they actually have a lot of shit going on down there.
Right.
So he showed him what was in his storehouses, the silver, the gold, the spices, the fine olive oil, his entire armory, and everything found among his treasures. There was nothing in his palace or in all his kingdom that Hezekiah did not show them.
You know how sometimes people talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how the Assyrians just got done, like, busting their chops pretty hard?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you think that you wouldn't want to be showing off all your riches to other kings right after that happened? Because chances are that might end up back with the Assyrian king, Sennacherib or whatever.
Well, not necessarily, because the Babylonians and the Assyrians were also at war with each other.
Okay.
And so Hezekiah felt like he was being, like, who, me? You came to see me? I'm nobody. Like, he felt like this great gift had been bestowed upon him just by their mere presence.
Okay.
Because they were, like, Babylon was big.
Sure.
And so the fact that Babylon was also not just big, but also an enemy of Assyria at the same time.
He's trying to be friendly with them.
Yeah. So he was trying to get into their good graces.
Okay.
Right. So it makes a little bit of sense that he was showing off a bit, but
sure,
not to the extent that he did.
Right.
So anyway, then Isaiah the prophet went to King Hezekiah and asked, because Isaiah was like, you're stupid. So he's like, this is not okay. Excuse me, what did those men say and where did they come from? Isaiah's having none of this.
Isaiah's got a lot of power for just some prophet, dude.
Right? He just walks around like, what? I'm a prophet.
Yeah. It's
He's
really
like,
weird.
Boom, prophet. And Hezekiah was like, from a distant land, they came to me from Babylon.
Yeah.
Cool, right?
Right.
Aren't they great? Look at these guys. Aren't they so cool? I want to be friends. I wonder if they like me.
Who doesn't want to be friends with Babylonians?
Do you think they think I'm cool?
They do. They definitely think you're cool.
The prophet asked, what did they see in your palace? Isaiah's like, fuck, you're dumb. And then Hezekiah's like, they saw everything in my palace. He's like Ray and Ghostbusters. This place is great.
Right.
We should stay here tonight. So they saw everything in my palace, Hezekiah said. There is nothing among my treasures that I did not show them.
Right. There you go.
I was so excited to show off. I couldn't help myself.
Sure. Yeah.
Then Isaiah said to Hezekiah, hear the word of the Lord Almighty, Jesus fucking Christ. That's not what he said.
Right.
But I'm sure that was his tone of voice.
Yeah.
The time will surely come when everything in your palace and all that your predecessors have stored up until this day will be carried off to Babylon. He's like, the writing's on the wall.
So he's saying basically what I was like, what we were saying.
This
like,
is going to happen.
Why would you show them this? Now they know what you have and they're going to come after you.
They are going to come after you. Nothing will be left, says the Lord, and some of your descendants, your own flesh and blood, who will be born to you, will be taken away, which does come to pass.
Right.
And they will become eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon. Yeah, this is totally happening.
But honestly, though, is this that hard to foresee?
I don't think so.
You're sitting here showing off your shit to some other kingdom who's not necessarily friends with you.
Right.
And you're like, look at all the shit that I have. And so it's not that hard for Isaiah to go, you just showed them all the shit you have.
Yeah.
They're going to come after your ass.
Yeah. And knowing Babylon as we do, they're going to make eunuchs of whoever they take, and it's probably going to be your kids.
Right. It's
you dummy.
They keep attributing this stuff to God saying these things. I'm like, no, Isaiah's seeing the situation and he's going, yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah. The fact that Isaiah's not stupid suddenly makes him godly. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So anyway, the word of the Lord you have spoken is good, Hezekiah replied. Mm-hmm. He's like, great. That's great.
You're doing good there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. For he thought, there will be peace and security in my lifetime. The end.
Okay.
So he's like, whatever, that's
He's like,
later.
I'm fine. That's down the road somewhere.
Which reminds me of like the politicians in charge who are like, climate change, I don't fucking care.
Right.
Let it affect my grandkids. I'm good.
Yeah.
As long as I got mine, I'm on top of the hill. The hill may not be here after I'm gone. That don't impact me.
You know, it occurred to me as we were reading this, though, that when Isaiah is invoking God, when he's talking to Hezekiah, maybe that's the only way he can get his stuff across to him.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't just speak to a king and say, hey, dude, you fucked up.
Hey, so you're being stupid.
Right.
Like you can't just say you are dumb, but you can say God thinks that you are so fucking dumb.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just telling you what God said. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's how he's getting the message across. It's not that God's actually talking to Isaiah. Isaiah has to use a medium in order to be able to talk to a king this way.
Right.
You know, you can't just say these things to a fucking king.
Basically, Isaiah was a sage politician.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we aren't there. We can't know for sure. But a lot of we've said this throughout Isaiah. Most of the things that he's prophesizing aren't that fucking hard to prophesize.
Right.
It's just what an advisor would advise, you know?
It's kind of like how when they put all of the conservatives in the Supreme Court and we were like, oh shit, they're going to overturn Roe. And everybody was like, that would never happen. Roe v. Wade is precedent at this point. That would be ridiculous. Don't be stupid. And we're all like, no, that's really where this is going. And
right.
It's going to happen.
The writing's on the fucking wall.
Yeah. And then it happened. And now we're like, I told you so. And they're like, what? It should have been states' rights all along. And we're like, but that, like, what is happening?
No, you're talking about the Republicans saying, no, that's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. But that was them playing dumb so that they knew this is what was going to be the ultimate end of all this.
I know.
It wasn't,
it's
there was,
just, if this was
a little game.
If this was in olden times, we would have had to like write it down on a piece of paper. And then we could have been like, whoa, dude, we were prophets just by like paying attention to the news and seeing where it's going. Oh, you guys put conservatives in charge. So now conservative decisions are going to be made and we are fucked. Got it. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, no way. And then we're like, yeah. And then it happened and we're like, see?
Right. Yeah.
We were totally prophets just then.
Definitely. All right. Well, that was Isaiah chapter 39.
Sure as fuck was.
And that means that tomorrow we'll be back with
Isaiah chapter 40, which starts 2nd Isaiah.
Awesome. We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday and where the hell we are?
Well, we just finished Isaiah 39, which was the end of the first book of Isaiah.
Correct.
So, and yesterday I think Isaiah was showing off all of his wares to the Babylonians, and Isaiah's like, might not want to.
Bad plan.
Don't
bad plan.
do.
Yeah. And Hezekiah's like, but it was so cool. And they really liked my airplane or whatever.
Right. So that was Isaiah 39.
Correct.
Which means that today we're going to be getting into
Isaiah chapter 40.
Which is the start of Isaiah book 2.
Yeah, 2nd Isaiah.
All right, you ready to do this?
Yes, I am.
Let's go do it.
Okie dokie. All right, so here we are hopping into Isaiah chapter 40.
Okay. Yep.
So remember Hezekiah was just
sick, and then he got better, and then he showed off all his gold, and then Isaiah was like, don't do that.
Isaiah was like,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So now we're starting this new book, and it's going to go a little different.
Okay. Yeah.
Comfort, my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem and proclaim to her that her hard service has been completed, that her sin has been paid for, that she has received from the Lord's hand double for all her sins.
Sounds like a good deal for them, maybe.
A voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be raised up, every mountain and hill made low. The rough ground shall become level.
So God's coming by Greyhound?
The rugged places a plain. Stop. And the glory of the Lord will be revealed, and all people will see it together.
Oh.
For the mouth of the Lord has spoken. Whee!
Just the mouth, though.
Oh, stop.
Just
Oh,
like,
God.
why do you have to specify that it was his mouth?
Stop. That's being overly picky.
But seriously, though, like, that's overly descriptive. Like, you could just say the Lord said, you know? Like, you don't have to say the mouth of the Lord has spoken.
Okay, but keep in mind, this is a translation of a translation.
All right.
Maybe it didn't say that at first.
Okay.
So, maybe originally it said something like, these words fell from his glorious, face mouth thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaketh it. I don't know.
Right.
Whatever.
Yep.
Also, I forgot to mention that this book is quoted in all four, or this chapter, is quoted in all four of the Gospels in the New Testament.
Oh, so this is
Matthew,
real popular.
The Mark, the Luke, and the John.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you know what bit they quote?
Something in
something in there.
I was trying not to do spoilers because we're not in the New Testament.
I was just curious, yeah.
I'll know when we get there.
Will you?
Because it'll say so in my research.
Oh, you mean like when we do our Q&A, you'll know?
No, when we get into the New Testament.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying not to do spoilers.
Okay, yeah, no,
I'm just letting you know now that this stuff comes back.
Got it.
Because it's very New Testament-y.
Right.
A voice says, cry out. And I said, what shall I cry?
Yeah.
All people are like grass. And all your face.
Why are they like grass?
Your face.
It just took me aback. I'm like, why grass? Like, of all the things.
And all their faithfulness is like the flowers of the field. The grass withers and the flowers fall because the breath of the Lord blows on them. Surely the people are grass. The grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of our God endures forever.
Okay. Apparently it's some shitty breath.
We've talked about his halitosis.
We have. He's got some problems with bad breath, I think. Yeah.
You who bring good news to Zion, go up on a high mountain. You who bring good news to Jerusalem, lift up your voice with a shout. Lift it up. Do not be afraid. Say to the towns of Judah, here's your God. See.
This sounds very quotable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. This whole thing is like, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
God is great. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. See, the sovereign Lord comes with power, and he rules with a mighty arm. See, his reward is with him, and his recompense accompanies him. He tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those that have young.
That sounds very sweet when I haven't heard a lot of sweetness from this guy so far.
Most of it is like murder, murder, kill, kill.
Right, yeah.
Who has measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, or with the breadth of his hand marked off the heavens? I bet it's God.
Probably,
God
yeah, it's got to be him.
Who has held the dust of the earth in a basket? A tisket, a tasket.
God's got a basket.
He put the planet in a basket. Or weighed the mountains on the scales and the hills in a balance.
Why did you need to weigh the mountains?
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
Like, you made the mountains, but you only wanted them to weigh so much before you planted them on the...
Right. Does it matter how much they weigh? It kind of matters how high they are, doesn't it? Like, that's the important thing about mountains, right?
I mean, that's my impression, but maybe he's like, wait, this one's really heavy, so that's because it's got lava inside it.
I was going to say, how did he decide which ones he was going to make blow up occasionally?
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm going to make this one.
The heavier ones, maybe.
You
That's
think?
why he weighed them.
Okay.
He's like, this one's really light. It's just a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
This one's really heavy. It's a volcano.
But, like, why would he put things like that in the earth? Why would you make things that are just going to blow up and, like...
I wouldn't. Because I would
dumb.
be a benevolent, kind God.
Right. Right.
And I would want, like, not problematic.
It just seems like a flaw in the design to me, you know?
Me as well. Who can fathom the spirit of the Lord? I sure as fuck can't.
No.
Or instruct the Lord as his counselor? Nobody, because he ain't trying to listen to nobody. Whom did the Lord consult to enlighten him? And who taught him the right way? Well, he was a bad student.
First of all, you're saying that he's doing things the right way. I don't agree with that.
Right,
so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody taught him. And
it's pretty fucking obvious.
Yeah. Who was it that taught him knowledge or showed him the path of understanding? Well, I mean, wasn't knowledge...
I thought it was wisdom.
Wisdom. Damn it. I always
wisdom.
get that wrong.
Although I think there might have been a capital knowledge. I'm not sure. But I don't think there was, though. I think it was wisdom.
Was it wisdom?
Yeah.
She was sitting over there in the corner.
She was sitting over there in the corner, yeah.
Yeah. Well, she
she taught God.
She needed to do a better job.
I agree.
Surely the nations are like a drop in a bucket. They are regarded as dust on the scales. He weighs the islands as though they were fine dust. There he goes weighing shit again.
Yeah.
And anyway, islands are just pieces of landmass that floated away over time.
Right.
So that's silly.
Also, do you think that maybe, like, scales were becoming more prevalent in their society at this point? Because there's a lot of references to it here.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, they measured stuff as to, like, how much gold or whatever so that they could trade fair.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So it's a heavily symbolic image at this point, maybe, when they're writing this?
Yeah. Lebanon is not sufficient for altar fires, nor its animals enough for burnt offerings.
Oh.
Okay?
Those Lebanon animals, they're no good.
They have good trees, but not good animals.
Right. Those animals suck.
Before him, all the nations are as nothing. They are regarded by him as worthless and less than nothing. It shows he hates everybody.
Apparently. But he doesn't hate Jerusalem. Why would you create a whole world of things that you hate? Not only a whole world, but probably obviously a whole universe.
Yeah.
You loathe the entire thing except for them.
Right.
Those people right there in that country.
This one little crumb.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Like, that's a bad design you did. If you
really
hate
is.
all of it except for that.
Maybe it was like playing Risk. You know, when you start down in Australia, you're like, I'm gonna concentrate all my energy on this one little place, and I'm gonna see if I can take over the universe with them.
See, you're talking to me as though I play Risk, and fuck that game.
You did play Risk with me once.
Fuck that game.
Exactly once.
Fuck that game. That's right.
And I won.
Fuck that game, and fuck you too. With whom then will you compare God? Nobody. I will not compare God with anybody.
Right.
To what image will you liken him? Something that's a mean bastard.
Yes.
As for an idol, that would be a cross. An idol.
Well,
a
yeah.
cross.
I mean, yeah, right.
A metal worker casts it, and a goldsmith overlays it with gold and fashions silver chains for it. A person too poor to present such an offering selects wood that will not rot. They look for a skilled worker to set up an idol that will not topple. Do you not know? Have you not heard? Has it not been told you from the beginning? ? Have you not understood since the earth was founded?
But that idols are bad, or what are we supposed to understand here?
I don't know. He's
okay.
asking a lot of fucking questions.
Right. Let's get to the point. What is it that we don't understand?
He sits enthroned above the circle of the earth, and its people are like grasshoppers.
Now we're like grasshoppers, not like grass.
Right.
So we've changed. We're now alive.
We're alive.
I mean, alive
Hoppy,
in the
moving.
we're hot. Yeah, we move around.
Yeah, we're not rooted in place.
Not that grass isn't alive; it's alive.
But it's rooted in place.
Right.
He stretches out the heavens like a canopy and spreads them out like a tent to live in. That's silly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's Sky Daddy business.
Right.
He brings princes to naught and reduces the rulers of this world to nothing.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess that's something good to put on your resume.
I kill people. I kill King Killer. No sooner are they planted, no sooner are they sown, no sooner do they take root in the ground than he blows on them and they wither.
There's that fucking bad breath again.
And a whirlwind sweeps them away like chaff. Fucking chaff.
Yeah.
To whom will you compare me? Or who is my equal? Says the Holy One. I mean, that to me is followed up with, right? Like, God, evil laughter.
Right, yeah.
He's such a fucking schmuck.
Yeah, he just got done, bragging about killing people.
Right?
And then he's like, who's going to be my equal?
Nobody,
I
because
don't know,
I'm
dude.
all powerful. Lift up your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these? He who brings out the starry host one by one and calls forth each of them by name.
Oh, damn, that's
all the stars.
time consuming. Maybe that's why he doesn't answer prayers. He has to call out all those fucking stars all day long.
He's still calling out all the stars.
I mean, if he's doing that, he's got to do that. It's nonstop.
It's nonstop.
The whole world over, it's always calling out stars. So.
Yeah. So that he got stuck. He's
Yeah.
like, do you remember that one episode of Supernatural where there was that one, like, I don't know, he was like an elf or a brownie or something, and he had to count stuff. And so they threw salt on the ground and he had to count each speck of dust or each speck of salt.
Right.
Or
right.
something like toothpicks. He had to count all the toothpicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he's doing. He can't stop. He's counting and naming the stars, and he can't stop till he's done.
Right.
He'll never finish because it's infinity.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's why God disappeared right there.
Yep. Because of his great power and mighty strength, not one of them is missing. Did you know all the stars are there?
I'm pretty sure some of them have actually disappeared, and it's been documented.
Right.
So
right.
I don't know what he means by missing, but there definitely has been some changes to the landscape.
Yes.
In the stars.
Yes,
so.
That is correct. Why do you complain, Jacob? What? Jacob?
Israel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I was like, who the fuck? Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Why do you say, Israel, my way is hidden from the Lord. My cause is disregarded by my God. Do you not know? Huh?
Because he doesn't talk to them.
I know.
Like, you don't say shit to them.
You don't say shit, so why should they know?
Right.
Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom.
I definitely cannot fathom
I cannot.
it at all.
He seems to grow weary to me. He wearies of the Israelites all the fucking time.
Right, yeah.
He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary. Oh, weary, weary, weary. That's overuse of the same word.
Yeah.
Bad writing. And young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. The end.
Okay. So, I mean, I think it's supposed to sound very hopeful, and like, if you just trust in the Lord, and doesn't the God show you all the wonderful things that he does?
Do you not know?
By bringing the stars out and by, breathing on you and shit. So
he's so good and big and whatever.
Right. But it's still bullshit.
It doesn't.
That's not, there's not a single thing in there that was like a legitimate, like, thing that God has done. Like, there. And that's part of my biggest complaint is that you want to punish people for not following what you do or what you say, but no one's ever fucking heard you aside from somebody who wandered around in the goddamn desert for 3 years in his goddamn underwear.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, just it's kind of dumb.
Well, and it's like somebody who's an evangelical will come up to me and say, like, have you heard the good news? God is great. And I'm like, says you. Like,
right, yeah.
I don't know you. Why am I going to take your word for it? I've never heard or seen or felt anything like that. Who are you to tell me?
Right.
Like,
I always that always bothers me.
And then they're just like, but he's strong, and I'm like, but says you.
Right.
But he's big, but says you.
Right.
Like,
it's always from
And then they just give you like all of these just generic God things, and they're so excited about the good news of how awesome and strong and big, and he counts stars though.
Right.
And I'm like, that has no bearing on my ability to believe you. Like,
I often want to be able, I want to understand what it's like to put yourself because you and I didn't have this experience, but I
Right.
want to understand what it's like to be in a community of people who all adamantly believe in this bigger than life thing that has no proof. Like I wonder what that is like. I mean, I'm sure that there is something in my life that I believe in that, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't feel like anything that I quote unquote believe in is quite as absurd as God. And I just, I don't really know how to quantify that feeling, you know?
The closest that I can come is being able to say with no proof of my own, but full belief that it has been proved by other people with knowledge is scientific or medical or
Sure.
technological advances. Like, I know without a doubt that viruses and bacteria exist, even though I can't see them.
Right, but
And-
that's a trust in your peers. And it's trust in peers who have shown their work, right?
Right.
Like they not only
They did the math.
are peers, they are people who have written about this in multiple articles and had it, fact checked by other people who are really smart. There's reasons to we have legitimate reasons to believe what they have come up with.
Right.
We have been shown the work. It has been proven over and over and over again that these things work and that they are real,
Right.
So that's, yes, without a doubt, I don't know how every scientific principle and every scientific thing works, but I do trust in my peers that have gone through the rigorous trials of learning about these things and proving these things.
Right.
So
yeah, I wasn't saying it's the same. I'm saying that's the closest I can come to
Right.
being able to say that I believe in a thing that I cannot prove myself.
Sure. No, I guess I was stretching more for like ideas that we have as a society that we hold to be truisms with regard to mores and things like that maybe. But again, even those are not going to be a truth. It's just going to be a way of behaving.
Right.
So it's still not the same.
No. No.
There's not really anything that I can compare to what that feeling is that people do have with regard to God.
Right.
But so it's really hard to internalize a lot of these things that they're saying and in these chapters because they're so
surface.
Yeah.
And they mean nothing to me. So I can only take it with humor because otherwise it's just flat words.
Right. Right. Well, I think that's enough going on about all this. So
Sure.
That was Isaiah chapter 40.
Sure as fuck was.
And we just started we started the second book of Isaiah.
Woohoo!
And that means that tomorrow we'll be back with
Isaiah chapter 41.
All right. We'll see you then.
Bye. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where we are and how we got here, and do you remember what happened?
I think we just got done reading Isaiah chapter 40.
Correct.
Which was the start of the new Isaiah second book thing.
Mm-hmm.
And God was weighing mountains.
Yes, he did. Because
Okay.
ain't no mountain
High
enough.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Ain't no
valley low enough? Is that the other part?
I think so.
Okay. But he didn't weigh the valley. You can't really weigh a valley. That's like a negative space, so that doesn't work out so well.
Right. I was thinking I would have some friends that might say that they ain't high enough either.
Well, luckily, we just got legalized in Ohio, so that's a problem that can be solved now.
If there was a problem, voters solved it.
That's right.
Now the people in charge are trying to fuck it up.
Well,
So we'll
there's
see.
always that.
We'll see.
That's the way things go.
But yes, that was Isaiah chapter 40.
It sure was. So that means that today we're getting into
Isaiah chapter 41.
All right, you ready to do this?
I am.
So let's do it.
Okie dokie. All right, so we are hopping into Isaiah chapter 41.
Okay.
Be silent before
Jesus
me.
fucking Christ.
You islands.
I might have to edit the sound down from that. Fuck.
That's how it starts. It's quote
You're going to have to
marks.
reread that because I did not pay attention to what you
It says,
said.
be silent before me, you islands. Okay?
Okay. The islands have to be silent.
I'm telling you, islands to be silent.
You should really apply to be God because I think they would have listened to you.
They would have, right? Let the nations renew their strength! Exclamation point.
Okay.
Let them come forward and speak.
Mm-hmm.
Let us meet together at the place of judgment.
That
You know
place
that
of judgment.
one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Excuse me. Who has stirred up one from the east, calling him in righteousness to his service?
I don't know who did it.
I don't know who stirred up one from the east. I don't even know who the one from the east is.
Right.
Much less who stirred him.
But I would have thought that would have been okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm still.
He, whoever he is that got stirred up,
Yeah.
he hands nations over to him.
This
There's
is a
too
lot
many
of pronouns. This is fucking crazy.
This is pronoun abuse, and
Right.
I cannot abide it.
Yeah, what is going on?
He hands nations over to him and subdues kings before him.
Was him or he or any of that capitalized? Like, I mean, is this
No,
God?
no, they're not capital.
Okay.
But I don't know that we're in the part of the Bible that capitalizes God.
Oh.
I don't know.
This is difficult to follow here.
Yeah, I don't know who we're talking about. So
Okay.
I'm just going to just go with it.
He.
Somebody's doing a thing.
That guy.
They're stirring some shit.
Okay.
He turns them to dust with his sword.
Well, that's
So-
got to be God.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
So, this is Isaiah talking, right? Okay, so Isaiah's like, yo, let's talk about God. God is so, who did that? God did.
Okay.
Right? Does that sound, does that track?
Sure. Maybe.
Okay, so he turns them to dust with his sword, to wind-blown chaff with his bow.
B-O-U.
B-O-W.
B-O-W.
It could be bow or bow.
Oh, probably bow, though.
Probably bow.
Yeah.
Right. I get those confused sometimes because, okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. He pursues them and moves on unscathed. Okay, do you ever have problems telling between effect and affect? Even though, like, I know that
Yes.
because we are doing this in a live discourse, somebody is going to put the explanation between the two, and that is so helpful, but I won't remember it as soon as we get out of that chat.
You actually
Affect and
told me
effect.
what at one point you had told me, and I do a better job of distinguishing between them now than I used to, but I used to have immense trouble with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do not like them and I don't use them. And then some snotty person told me, well, as a writer, you should not be afraid to use words and learn how to use them correctly. And I was like, bitch, as a writer, I can use whatever the fuck word I want.
I guarantee that every writer out there doesn't know some word.
Yeah.
So.
Like, snot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not appreciate that comment. I will have you know. Okay, anyway. So he, whoever he is, probably God, pursues them, whoever they are, and moves on unscathed by a path his feet have not traveled before.
Okay.
God damn it.
God damn it.
God is going on a path he never traveled. I don't know who we're talking about.
No, this is really weird.
Why is God going on a path that he's never traveled before?
God really doesn't have any need to go on a path, you
right?
know? Like, he's God.
So who are we talking? Who's got a sword and who's stirring a path?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm so confused.
We're gonna have to keep reading to find out.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little wound up tonight.
Apparently,
I apologize.
Yeah.
Who has done this and carried it through, calling forth the generations from the beginning? Oh, he's going to answer.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
I, the Lord, with the first of them, and with the last of, I am He.
Okay. He is he.
I am I.
He is the guy.
God has said that before. The great I am.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because
it's very presumptuous.
That sentence has always bothered me. I'm like, okay, yes, I am, technically speaking, is a sentence because it has a noun doing a verb. But, like, really, I am the great I am. I'm the great I am. Right. That just sounds, like you said, pretentious. I don't like it.
Yeah. I am what I am.
That's Popeye.
I know.
And that's something different. The islands, I gotta know about these islands too.
Okay.
The islands have seen it and fear. The ends of the earth tremble. Would that be the flat earth?
Probably,
ends?
yeah. This is, there's that whole, what do they call it? There's a, shit. Now I know it. There's a,
what?
The firmament. There's like this
firmament?
whole like way that the world is set up in a flat method that the people believe, and there's I don't know. I've seen pictures of it before where you'd have to look it up.
Okay.
The firmament. Yeah.
The firmament.
It's a thing.
I thought
people get it from the Bible somewhat, sort of, I guess.
I thought these folks knew that the earth was round, though. Did they not?
Why would they know it was round?
I don't know. I just thought they did.
They've never ventured around it.
Okay. That's fair. So the ends of the earth tremble where you fall off the edge.
Yeah.
They approach and come forward. They help each other and say to their companions, "Be strong."
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that every morning.
Are you going to...
Babe, be strong.
Okay.
Wake your ass up. Wakey, eggs and bakey, bitch. The metalworker encourages the goldsmith, and the one who smooths with the hammer spurs on the one who strikes the anvil.
Okay.
One says of the welding, "It is good."
I'm really having a hard time following whatever the fuck is going on here.
I'm just reading the words.
No, I know, but like I'm confused.
The other nails down the idol so it will not topple.
Oh, we're discussing destroying idols now.
Sure.
Okay.
The hammer spurs on the one who strikes the anvil.
Okay.
One says of the welding, "It's good." The other nails down the idol so it won't topple.
Okay.
But you, Israel, my servant Jacob, whom I have chosen, you descendants of Abraham, my friend, I took you from the ends of the earth, from its farthest corners, I called you.
Mm-hmm.
So God doesn't know that the earth ain't flat. Embarrassing. I said, you are my servant. I have chosen you and have not rejected you. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. Oh, I've heard people quote this shit. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
People like that because it gives them strength.
Sounds pretty and wonderful and stuff.
Well, it's like one of those, if you are Wiccan and you have like a chant or a spell that you say to yourself, or if you are like a positive influencer, then you have like affirmations.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's just like this is a thing that I say, and if I repeat it,
and you
then
got the
I feel
poster
stronger.
Of the cat in the background that says "Hang in there."
Hang in there.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That sounds like I'm making fun, and I am a little bit, but I'm also not, because, like, dude, whatever gets you through the day, honestly.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All who rage against you will surely be ashamed and disgraced. That is not true. Those who oppose you will be as nothing and perish.
Damn.
I have a list of a couple people, so it's not really a list. It's
just a couple
people.
I don't know. You gotta ask that Audi commercial or whatever.
They have opposed me, and they are not as nothing, and they sure as fuck have not perished. And I really wish they would. I didn't say that. Rude. Though you search for your enemies, you will not find them.
No.
Okay. You won't.
All right.
They're hidden, I guess.
Okay.
Those who wage war against you will be as nothing at all. For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand, just your right one.
Yep.
And says to you, do not fear, I will help you. Do not be afraid, you worm Jacob.
Wait, you what?
You worm.
You worm Jacob.
Jacob, you worm, little Israel. Do not fear, for I myself will help you, declares the Lord your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
That sounds a little bit like a cut at the same time that he's like helping
He's
them.
like, you small piece of shit that's nothing. I'm
Right.
here for you.
Right.
You suck, you trash heap. You are so small. You are nothing. I love you.
Right.
I love you, garbage.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Right.
That tracks with God. God does that.
Yeah.
He's like, the right and the left hand smacking you at the same time, with the compliment and the insult all rolled into one.
Right.
See, this is God again, quotes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
See, I will make you into a threshing sledge, new and sharp, with many teeth. You gonna work it. You gonna work it. You will thresh the mountains and crush them, and reduce the hills to chaff.
Gotta wonder why he spent all that time weighing them then.
I know.
He's just gonna do that.
If he's just gonna chomp them down.
Right?
You will winnow them. the wind will pick them up and a gale will blow them away.
Wait, the mountains?
A Dorothy gale?
Jesus.
A
That's
Dorothy
fucking
gale
strong
will
wind.
blow them to Oz. I always liked so I first read The Wonderful Wizard of Oz when I was in 5th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt so intellectual and advanced when I put 2 and 2 together and realized that Dorothy Gale, that gale is a wind, and like I felt really smart because other 5th graders did not necessarily know that word.
Sure.
That was a good word.
In 5th grade, total credit there.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Props.
So anyway, a gale's going to blow them away.
Uh-huh.
But you will rejoice in the Lord and glory in the Holy One of Israel. Okay?
Uh-huh, sure.
The poor and needy search for water, but there's none. Sucks to be them.
But I thought we liked the poor and needy. We
Not
wanted
today.
to help them. Okay.
It depends on the day, remember?
Right,
We
yeah.
discussed this.
Okay.
Their tongues are parched with thirst, but I, the Lord, will answer them.
Oh.
I, the God of Israel, will not forsake them.
There you see, he does like them.
Today.
But not before he makes them parched.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I will make rivers flow on barren heights and springs within the valleys. I will turn the desert into pools of water and the parched ground into springs. You can be my silver springs.
What?
That's a Fleetwood Mac song.
Oh, I had no idea what you were talking about.
Silver springs. Okay, nothing. Okay. I will put in the desert the cedar and the acacia, the myrtle and the olive. I will set junipers in the wasteland, the fir and the cypress together, so that people may see and know, may consider and understand that the hand of the Lord has done this, that the Holy One of Israel has created it.
So things growing means that God did it. Is that what that means?
Proof.
That's proof.
That's
not proof.
But it's also proof of unicorns. Because I said.
What? Oh, okay.
Because I said.
Okay, all right.
I said it.
I guess,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Present your case, saith the Lord.
Okay.
Set forth your argument, saith Jacob's king. Okay.
That would be the Lord still, right?
No, the king.
Oh,
Jacob's
the king. Hezekiah?
Hezekiah?
Are you sure? Because Jacob's
Well, it's
king.
a capital K. Jacob's king.
I would think that would be God.
I don't know.
Well, because
Jacob is Israel,
right.
Or yeah.
Yeah. So that would be God.
But they have a king.
Jerusalem has a king. The northern tribe, or
Judah has a king. That's a king. Hezekiah. But Israel also had a king.
There was 2 kings.
Yes.
At this time when this writing was happening.
Yeah, so when he says Jacob's king, it's not necessarily God. It could be the king of Israel.
But
I don't remember that guy's name at this time.
It's more likely God, I think.
I mean, who could know?
Well, we'll find out in the Q&A probably.
Present your case, says the Lord.
This one's going to need some
digging. Set forth
digging.
your arguments, says Jacob's king. Tell us, you idols, what is going to happen.
Just in context, this sounds like God.
Well, okay, but he's challenging the falser gods. He's saying, tell us, you idols, what is going to happen.
Right.
Tell us what the former things were, so that we may consider them and know their final outcome. Or declare to us the things to come. Tell us what the future holds, so we may know that you are gods. Do something.
Right.
Whether good or bad.
And that's kind of how I feel about Yahweh, but
Right. So that we will be dismayed and filled with fear. But you are less than nothing, and your works are utterly worthless. Whoever chooses you is detestable. I have stirred up one from the north, and he comes. Boom. One from the rising sun, who calls on my name. He treads on rulers as if they were mortar.
Wow.
As if he were a potter treading the clay.
Wow.
That's kind of cool wording.
It is kind of cool wording, yeah.
Who told of this from the beginning so we could know, or beforehand so we could say, he was right? No one told of this. No one foretold it. No one heard any words from you. I was the first to tell Zion, look, here they are. I gave to Jerusalem a messenger of good news. I look, but there is no one. No one among the gods to give counsel. No one to give answer when I ask them. See, they're false. Their deeds amount to nothing. Their images are but wind and confusion.
If that's the basis for knowing that a God is real, then we have all the basis based on the Bible's statement here to say that God is not real.
Right.
Because there is no, we can't ask God to do something and then it happens and then we have proof. That doesn't fucking happen. Right.
But one would say, oh, but you could have in the old days before Jesus came, but now there's a Jesus.
That's bullshit.
And
well,
so
and then,
the deal changed.
And you would also have a lot of people at churches be like, well, I prayed for this and this did happen. So that's, proof that God exists. And it's like, oh, blah, blah. I don't have a better answer than blah.
No, Kurt. That's all I have.
All right. Well, I think that chapter is going to require some digging into on our Q&A. So
the first part, I have no idea what was going on. But the second part, he is challenging people who believe in idols and the false gods and shit like that.
No, I got that. But I mean, there was a lot of...
That whole first half, I got nothing.
Right. And I mean, we kind of argued a bit back and forth, and we want to clarify who the king of Jacob is,
Yeah.
So, because I think it's definitely God.
Oh, I think it's definitely... That's not the way you phrase a strong opinion.
Well, I mean, that's how I just did phrase a strong opinion.
But that's not how that goes.
But I'm just saying.
I won't allow that.
No?
No.
Why won't you allow it? I already did it.
But you need to take that back. You can't just say, like, nope, that's a fact. I've decided.
In my strongly held opinion, I believe that is probably God. In that context.
You just then sounded like a theist, and I call bullshit on you.
I just voiced an opinion based on what I read.
I know, but you said like as though it's already a fact. And it's like, look, I hear you. There's a strong argument. You probably are right, but you don't know for 100%, and we're going to look into it. And you can't just be like, no, I'm right.
I didn't say I was right. I said my strongly held opinion.
That's not what you said at first.
This is like the 99.9%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure,
That's not the way you phrased it. The way you phrased it was, you better get your face in order, sir. You better get your face. You are...
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm right.
Okay.
How's that?
I'm going to smack you one. How about that?
Are you?
No.
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 All right. I think that's good for tonight. So that was Isaiah chapter 41.
Sure as fuck was.
And tomorrow we will be back with
Isaiah chapter 42.
All right. We'll see you then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you know where the hell we are and what we're doing today?
Well, we just finished Isaiah chapter 41.
Sure as fuck did.
And in that chapter, it was really fucking confusing because there was so many goddamn pronouns. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there.
And then we smashed some idols.
We did. Yes.
So there was that. And I'm assuming we'll clarify some of that when we get to our Q&A on Saturday.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that chapter right now.
Right. So that was the confusing ass chapter of 41.
I'm excited for this next chapter though.
Right, which is
Isaiah chapter 42.
Awesome. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we are hopping into Isaiah chapter 42.
Okay.
However, comma.
Okay.
Pause for effect.
I'm pausing for effect.
Okay, so you know how when we did the Psalms, and sometimes I read you a thing about it before we read the Psalm?
I do. I remember that.
Okay, do you know how sometimes I surprise you with, oh, we're doing a thing that's different from what you thought we were doing?
Yeah.
In mid-recording.
Okay.
That's happening right now.
What's happening?
So, okay, this chapter that we're about to start, chapter 42, it contains a poem.
Oh, okay.
And the poem is known as the first of the servant songs, which are about the servant.
I see.
Okay?
The servant. Just
the servant. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
They're also called the servant poems
Okay.
or the songs of the suffering servant.
I see.
Okay?
Okay.
And
Not the suffering succotash.
no.
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 Okay.
No. They're 4 in a row. Okay?
Yeah.
So 42, 43, 44, and 45.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And they are written about a certain servant of Yahweh who calls the servant to lead the nations, but the servant is horribly abused by them, the nations.
Okay.
And in the end, of course, he is rewarded. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Wouldn't be a good Bible story if the hero wasn't rewarded somehow,
Right.
I guess.
So what I'm doing right now, I don't know if you're aware, is telling you a little bit about these poems before we start them.
Okay.
Okay? That's what I'm doing right now.
Sure. Which chapters did you say they encompassed?
42, 43, 44, and 45.
Got it. So we've
Okay.
got poems for days.
Poems for days. It's
Yeah.
poems all the way down.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So some scholars think that there's a fifth one, but not a lot of them do. Some scholars regard Isaiah chapter 61, so like way the fuck over there.
Yeah.
You know, because we're in the 40s.
Right.
They regard 61 verses 1 through 3 as a fifth servant song.
Okay.
Although the word servant is not actually mentioned in that passage.
Okay.
And this fifth song, quote unquote song,
Yeah.
is largely disregarded by modern scholars. Because
Okay.
without it, of course, all four fall within, where we're at, which is the Deutero Isaiah.
Okay.
The second Isaiah.
Yeah.
I
got it.
That's referred to as the Deutero
Got it.
Isaiah.
I
Okay?
didn't remember that, but okay.
It's the middle part of the book.
Okay.
The Deutero part is the middle part of the book that we're in right now.
Which is in the second book.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the middle. Okay.
It's the middle part of the whole Isaiah. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So that's where we're at.
Okay.
And so some believe that the Deutero Isaiah bits are the work of an anonymous 6th century BC author writing during the Babylonian exile.
Oh, so this is like just stuck back in after the fact.
A lot of it is.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah.
So who's the servant, right?
Yeah. Who is the servant?
What's this? Why?
Yeah.
Who?
Sure.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So Jewish tradition holds that Isaiah identifies the servant as either the Israelites themselves or Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Who's Cyrus?
Yeah, who's Cyrus?
Okay, we'll talk about him in a minute. Because,
Okay.
I was like, wait, that sounds familiar, but I don't know who the fuck he is.
Right.
Because I don't brain very well. Okay. So this is in contrast to Christian tradition. Because they're like, nah.
Okay.
Okay. We don't think that's what Isaiah's saying at all.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
They think Isaiah's saying something else.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the self-glorification hymn from the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Okay.
So we're talking about the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Right.
And there's a piece of that called the self-glorification hymn.
Okay.
Okay. That from the first person narrative is a messianic human who has been exalted into heaven with a status above the angels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the Dead Sea Scrolls are like suggesting that that's who this servant is.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
According to some Jewish scholars.
Sure.
Okay. They're
Sure.
like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Rabbinic Judaism sees this passage, especially, quote, God's suffering servant,
Mm-hmm.
as a reference to the Jewish nation. So
Okay.
that's, one of the things we already said, Israel itself.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So the modern Jewish interpretation of Isaiah describes the servant of the Lord as the nation of Israel itself when we get into chapters 52 and 53. So they're like that.
Okay.
Not that.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they're pointing all over the place, right?
Yeah.
They're like Dead Sea Scrolls, and then they're like, no, Isaiah 52 and 3. Okay?
Okay.
So then they're like, it's Israel itself. And then they're like, it's the nation of Israel. And then they're like, it's all of Judaism. So Like, it's all kind of overlappy.
Got it.
Okay, but Christians made it real simple. Who do you think they think is the servant?
Yeah.
Who's the big Christian guy?
Jesus?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, no, everybody's Jesus.
Wait. How did they get Jesus out of Isaiah? This is like hundreds of years.
Prophecy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Christians traditionally see the servant as Jesus motherfucking Christ. The songs are quoted and applied to Jesus multiple times in the New Testament. So
okay.
There is a lot in Isaiah, which I've said multiple times now, that are quoted in the New Testament.
Sure.
And I mean, more than that, as we read through Isaiah, it just feels very New Testament-ish. So
some parts, yes.
Well, yeah, some parts, yes. So, it's a thing. Okay.
All right.
So we've got all these, who is it? What is it? What's the servant? Okay.
Right.
Let's go back to, who's Cyrus again?
Yeah.
Who may or may not be the servant? I don't think he's the servant.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Cyrus. Recall, Cyrus the Second of Persia, commonly known as Cyrus the Great.
Oh, yeah, he was
cool.
Yeah.
He was a cool guy.
Right.
And to the Greeks, he was known as Cyrus the Elder. He became well known among scholars at the time for having respected the customs and religious traditions of the lands that he conquered.
I do recall that.
Yes. And following the conquest of Babylon, he issued the Edict of Restoration, in which he authorized and encouraged the return of the Jewish people to the former kingdom of Judah, officially ending the Babylonian captivity.
Got it.
Do you remember all of that?
I do.
Okay. Now, he is described in the Bible, obviously, because we read about him.
Yep. And
he left a lasting legacy on Judaism due to his role in facilitating the return to Zion of the Jews. Okay. Mm-hmm. And in chapter 45, so it's the fourth song, which we're not at yet.
Right.
We're only about to read the first one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So in chapter 45, which is the fourth song, which we're not at yet, we're just about to read the first one.
Okay.
Cyrus is going to be, when we get there, anointed by the God of Israel for his task, or for that task as a biblical Messiah.
Cyrus is?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we get there.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And Cyrus is the only non-Jewish figure to be revered in this capacity.
So, again, this is very interesting that Isaiah's prophesizing somebody's name that's hundreds of years later. Mm-hmm. And what's happened, that's bullshit. But,
because they already said, no, but somebody wrote it.
Right.
During.
No, I get that. But they stuck it in Isaiah saying, that this is implying that Isaiah wrote this.
Yeah.
When that's not what happened.
Correct.
So, it's bullshit.
Yeah. I would like to be at the table where the gentleman in charge passed around various documents and said, prum, let's stick this here.
Right.
And then stapled it all together and said, and Bible.
Right.
So the first poem, now I'm getting away from all the history of that. And
yeah.
Now we're talking about the first poem.
Okay.
Which is chapter 42.
Okay.
Okay. The first poem has God speaking of his selection of the servant who will bring justice to earth. So you could see why the Christians are like, Jesus.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, right.
They're like, nope, Jesus. Here the servant is described as God's agent of justice, a king who brings justice in both royal and prophetic roles, yet justice is established neither by proclamation nor by force.
Okay.
He does not ecstatically announce salvation in the marketplace as prophets were bound to do.
Right.
But instead moves quietly and confidently to establish right religion.
Okay.
So that's what we're about to read.
Got it.
Okay. So that's the whole background for what we're about to start.
That right there kind of excludes Cyrus, though.
Yeah.
That he did proclamations. He did,
But not in the marketplace.
I'm just saying.
Not in the marketplace.
Okay.
Though. I'm just putting it out there.
Sure.
So, okay. Ready? Chapter 42.
Yeah.
Here is my servant, whom I uphold, my chosen one in whom I delight. I will put my spirit on him, and he will bring justice to the nations.
That's nice.
Okay?
Yep.
It's a thing. It's happening. Here we go.
Okay.
He will not shout or cry out or raise his voice in the streets.
Okay.
A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. In faithfulness he will bring forth justice. He will not falter or be discouraged till he establishes justice on earth. In his teaching, the islands will put their hope.
Oh, those islands are
again.
listening again, yeah.
This is what God the Lord says. See, this is so like New Testament-y.
Right.
Like God the Lord kind of stuff.
Right.
It's not how we normally phrase these things.
Sure. I mean, that kind of stuff has evolved over
I know.
the different books. I mean, like, each different book kind of has its own
flavor
tone,
of God.
So,
yeah. This is what God the Lord says. The creator of the heavens, who stretches them out, who spreads out the earth with all that springs from it, who gives breath to its people and life to those who walk on it. I, the Lord, have called you in righteousness. I will take hold of your hand. I will keep you and will make you to be a covenant for the people and a light for the Gentiles, to open eyes that are blind, to free captives from prison, and to release from the dungeon those who sit in darkness.
It's interesting because he's referring to the person is going to be a covenant for the people, which is
very Jesus-y.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm just saying that's very. I see why it could be construed that way if you're seeing this through the Jesus lens.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So
very much. Yeah. I am the Lord. That is my name. I will not yield my glory to another or my praise to idols. See, the former things have taken place, and new things I declare. Before they spring into being, I announce them to you. Okay?
Okay. Wait, he announced them before they spring in? Okay. All right.
Sing to the Lord a new song. La la la. His praise from the ends of the earth. You who go down to the sea and all that is in it. You islands and all you who live in them. I gotta know about these islands.
Well, they've been like, there was people, they've referred to islands and seafaring people, and like there's this group of people, and maybe it may not be the same people, so I don't want to confuse things here, but there's people that live elsewhere that are traders in the area that they that have popped up a few times in the Bible. Right. And I'm wondering if it refers to them.
It does. I don't feel like it does, though. It feels like a different use of the word.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I mean, I don't know. But it is, that's definitely something we're going to have to look up.
Let the wilderness and its towns raise their voices. Let the settlements where Kedar lives rejoice. Let the people of Salah sing for joy. Salah.
Interesting. Okay.
Let them shout from the mountaintops. Let them give glory to the landlord. I lost my place.
The landlord?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Not the landlord. Just the Lord. Sorry, my thumb hit one of the verse things and then it went to a wrong page.
Got it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, let me read that sentence again.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the landlord.
No, yeah.
No, never give glory to a landlord. Let them give glory to the Lord and proclaim his praise in the islands.
Okay.
See, there's no space here between the word Lord and, so my dumb brain transposed everything and turned Lord and into landlord.
I was wondering how we got landlord there. Yeah.
That's exactly how.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let them give glory to the Lord.
Right.
Okay?
But again, I'm gonna say this one more time. The islands, it does feel like that group, to me, it feels like that group, that otherly group of people, like this is, you know how they've been kind of expanding their territory.
Yeah.
Right? Well, this feels like they're trying to reach out to these islanders and be like, come be godly, come into our fold.
Stop being evil idol worshippers.
Right,
Don't be a pagan heathen guy.
Yeah.
Get over here.
I'm just saying that's what it feels like to me.
Get down with the Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Isaiah.
Or
whoever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We're not in the New Testament, so.
That's true.
Yeah,
sorry.
Not the Jesus yet.
No, you're right. I apologize. I don't know why I said that.
Because you're on you brought up Jesus.
I can't get his name out my mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Ugh. Just kidding. The Lord will march out like a champion.
Oh, he's going to march out, huh?
He's going to march with
Okay.
his, chest out.
Yeah.
Like a warrior, he will stir up his zeal. I'm going to stir up me some zeal. With a shout, "Rah!" He will raise the battle cry and will triumph over his enemies.
Okay.
For a long time, I've kept silent. I've been quiet and held myself back.
Wait, who did? God?
Oh, yeah.
I call bullshit.
I think I'm speaking for God now.
That's bullshit.
But
now...
now...
He's been nothing... He's been yelling about all kinds of shit.
But not through people.
Oh, okay.
Like...
Okay.
This is...
He's going to talk directly to people now?
I guess that's what Isaiah's speaking for him, you know?
Are we sure? They haven't mentioned Isaiah once.
Well, it's all in quote marks, and it's in the book of Isaiah, and we're supposed to believe that this is Isaiah presenting this, but obviously no, because it was put in later.
Right.
So we're supposed to pretend it's Isaiah.
Okay.
So anyway, speaking as God.
Yep.
For a long time, I kept silent. I've been quiet and held myself back. But now, like a woman in childbirth, I cry out. I gasp and pant. Like, that's the worst that they can think is, oh, God, a baby getting out that hoo-ha.
They really love to compare pain to childbirth in the Bible.
That's the worst pain that you could ever have. I mean, it is very painful.
Right, but I'm just saying it's funny that men are using that as their, gauge for pain.
Right.
Because they have no fucking clue.
Right. So, that seems odd, right?
Right, yeah.
Like, since when did parts of your body stretch out of shape and squeeze things out of it?
One would hope never, but
I don't understand, like, how can that be a touch point for you?
Yeah, I don't know. Right.
Like, what is that on your scale of pain?
I suppose they could just gauge the amount of screaming that happens versus anything else that happens in life.
Like, all of a sudden a woman's opinion counts?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably putting the men out. They got to hear it. They're like, God damn.
But at the same time, they're like, I could totally take that. I could handle that. Like, which one is it? Is it a lot or isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know, do you?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I will lay waste the mountains and hills. The ones I was just weighing.
Yeah.
Why are you going to lay them waste?
He's always laying waste to those mountains and hills.
But he just weighed them.
He did.
Oh. And dry up all their vegetation. You literally just put springs out.
Right.
And now you're going to dry them up.
Yeah.
God. I will turn rivers into islands and dry up the pools.
Wait.
You're
going to turn rivers into islands?
Like, soak up the water so that,
okay.
Whatever water is left.
There's going to be land instead of... Okay.
But last week we got out the hose and filled up all the pools.
Now we're taking it back.
Yeah, now we're like, we put cement in the pools. You can't swim. Sorry.
I mean, that's the way things go in this book.
It really
One
is.
week you have good graces. The next week you're,
cursed to hell.
Yeah.
Cool. I will lead the blind by ways they have not known. Along unfamiliar paths I will guide them. I mean, if they're blind, they probably already unfamiliar with
most of the paths. I mean, I'm sure they have some that they know by heart,
right?
But
But I mean, to say I'm going to lead you along unfamiliar paths, like the second that I step sideways, I would think. I mean,
I also don't think he's literally talking about blind people.
Okay, that's fair.
It's the faithfully blind.
You're right.
So
spiritually blind.
Spiritually, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I will turn the darkness into light before them and make the rough places smooth.
That's nice. Yeah.
These are the things I will do. I will not forsake them. But those who trust in idols, who say to images, you are our gods, will be turned back in utter shame.
Well, that's, yeah. You said that before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not done yelling. Ready?
Right. Well, wait. How many times have we destroyed all the idols?
All the times.
We're
always destroying them forever.
Why do we stop? Wouldn't you think one of these times when we destroyed them all, when he destroyed them all, when God destroyed them all, whatever, wouldn't we never have to talk about them again after that?
They're always coming back.
Oh, okay.
They're always around because
people just keep recreating
gods keep godding and people keep...
I mean, either these gods are really resilient or people don't really give a fuck about what God's saying.
That's what I think.
So...
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm still God and I'm yelling. Okay.
Yep.
Hear, you deaf. Look, you blind and see.
Okay.
Who is blind but my servant, and deaf like the messenger I send? Who is blind like the one in covenant with me, blind like the servant of the Lord? fuckers. You have... I couldn't do it with a straight face. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
You have seen many things, but you pay no damn attention.
Mm-hmm.
Your ears are open, but you don't fucking listen. Okay, that's the end quote.
All right,
okay?
yeah.
It pleased the Lord for the sake of his righteousness to make his law great and glorious. But this is a people plundered and looted, all of them trapped in pits or hidden away in prisons.
Okay.
They have become plunder with no one to rescue them. They have been made loot with no one to say, send them back. Which of you will listen to this or pay close attention in time to come? Who handed Jacob over to become loot and Israel to the plunderers?
Ooh, God.
Yeah, it was.
I
It
mean...
was God. Yeah, I mean, he said so. He was very happy about it.
Right, yeah.
Was it not the Lord?
Oh, he's admitting it.
Against whom we have sinned?
Oh,
we brought on our
okay.
damn selves.
I guess
Got it.
was our own fault. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
Whatever.
You had it coming. For they would not follow his ways, and they did not obey his law, blah, blah, womp, womp.
Right.
So he poured out on them his burning anger, you know, the way he do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The violence of war, because, you know.
Because there's always war with God.
Yeah. You got to beat your kid to teach him good.
You can even use people that aren't godly
Yeah.
to do it. You know, you just be like, hey, I need you to go kill my people.
Yeah.
And then they do that.
And then you kill the other guy that
Right.
you just
Yeah.
had kill your people.
Totally-
You're like,
totally makes
and
sense.
kill you too.
Right.
I could totally kill all of you myself.
But I'm not going to.
I'm not gonna.
Right.
I could also make both of you behave, but I'm not going to do that either.
You would think that kind of a display would make a lot more of a lasting impression,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if God did it himself, you know,
Yeah.
as opposed to calling a foreign army in.
Right.
You know?
Like zip zap.
Right.
You know?
That, like, he did it to them, right? According to Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
He killed those 185,000 people.
Like if he just like pointed and was like, smote, 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 rebuke. Smoke, smote, rebuke.
Right. I think
You know?
that would be a much more, it would have a much greater effect.
I think so as well. It enveloped them in flames, yet they did not understand. It consumed them, but they did not take it to heart. The end.
Okay. I mean, we're just kind of rehashing what God does, and
God's a dick.
and then there's this guy that's gonna do stuff and
He's
things.
a servant.
He's a servant of God.
Poor
He's
servant.
gonna walk upright down that straight and flattened path that God made through the hills, where he's gonna put water again after he made them islands.
Yeah.
Is that about it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say about this guy.
No, I don't either.
Servant's gonna servant?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that was Isaiah chapter 42.
Sure as fuck was.
And that means we will be back tomorrow with...
Isaiah chapter 43.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember where we are and how we got here and what the hell we're doing?
Well, we just got done reading Isaiah chapter 42.
Correct.
And in that chapter, we talked about the servant, savior, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was either Cyrus, Israel, or dun dun dun, Jesus.
Motherfucking Christ.
Yeah. So that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently we're in the midst of some poemy shit.
Poem song things.
Poem things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That were pretending they were written by Isaiah, even though they
Right.
were added in like several
And it's
years later.
so fucking obvious.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we did. We just finished 42, and so that means that today we're getting into
Isaiah chapter 43.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. But now,
What?
just kidding.
What the fuck?
That's how Isaiah chapter 43 starts.
Oh, but now?
But now. La da 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 da.
I'm sorry, you had to. Yeah, you stopped. And
In
I
my
was
head,
like,
it was obvious.
Okay.
Actually, that song starts, and I.
Yeah. No, I know.
Okay, here's the thing.
What song is that? Because
That's what friends are for.
Right.
But here's the thing.
Stevie Wonder, right? Maybe.
Dionne Warwick?
Oh, okay, whatever.
Okay, I detest a song that starts in the middle of a sentence. So I do not like that it starts with "and I." Like, what? Were we talking?
Yeah.
Where's the rest? I think you might have imagined the first part of that conversation.
Right.
So, okay, anyway. But now, this is what the Lord says. He who created you, Jacob, he who formed you, Israel, do not fear, for I have redeemed you.
I like how he talks about himself in third person.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very, very braggish of him.
Right.
You know?
And don't forget that this is all being said the Lord via Israel.
Right. Yeah.
Or Isaiah.
He's talking about himself in third person through somebody else.
Yes.
It's like, I mean, the mental gymnastics you have to do to get to where this conversation is being held are just unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's true. Hey, I have summoned you by name and you are mine.
Oh.
Just so you know.
I see.
Hey.
Okay.
Husband.
So you just have to, if you summon someone by name, does that mean they're yours?
Husband.
I am yours, but I'm not.
I have summoned you by name and you are mine. The end. That's how that goes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Now you're supposed to summon me.
Oh, wife.
No. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. Okay. I'm yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
But, yeah.
Of course.
Okay. How romantic. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned.
Wow.
The flames will not set you ablaze.
Damn.
Right?
That's he's giving them superpowers.
Well, don't forget, they're also walking on that high road, and there's the lions, and the lions aren't going to get them because they're on that high highway.
Yeah.
Right?
This God's he's giving them superpowers, though. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
For I am the Lord your God, just in case you didn't know.
Right, yeah.
Just had to throw that in there. The Holy One of Israel, your Savior,
yeah. And also, I can choose not to let you catch on fire.
I give Egypt for your ransom, just so you know.
Okay.
That's how I do.
Yeah.
Cush and Seba in your stead,
So he's giving...
I'm doing a thing. I'm God.
Giving them, I don't think that they ever got Egypt, did they? Is this what do he mean in ransom?
I'm God. You'll figure it out.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Stop asking so many questions, idol worshiper. Since you are precious and honored in my sight, you stupid fucking worm. And because I love you, you stupid fucking worm.
Yeah.
I will
reference to a couple of chapters ago, just in case anybody missed it.
Yeah, when God literally called Israel a worm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will give people in exchange for you. Nations in exchange for your life.
Okay.
I will kill people. I will murder for you.
I see.
Okay?
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know that murder is ever the correct choice.
Moreover, hey, what? I didn't ask you to do that, though.
Right.
Let's calm your tits.
Yeah.
Let's think about this for a minute.
Right.
Do not be afraid, for I am with you. You all know how that goes. Mm-hmm. I will bring your children from the east and gather you from the west. I will say to the north, give them up! And
so
to the south...
sounds like when they were in exile that he's bringing them back.
And to the south, do not hold them back!
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Well, I mean, these were said to have been written during the Babylonian exile.
So it would make sense that they'd be coming back from exile.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Bring my sons from afar and my daughters from the ends of the earth. Everyone who is called by my name, whom I created for my glory, whom I formed and made.
Who he created for his glory,
not
not our glory.
Glory.
It's all about him,
Me.
not about us.
La, la, la,
He doesn't give two shits about us.
My name is God.
As he says multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about his glory.
La, la, la,
which I know, whatever.
Do, 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 do. I'm singing Christmas in the background.
Oh, that's why.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
I was just blocking it out with my brain and ready to move on.
I know, but I was trying to provide background to your diatribe.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
I
was done though, so.
Oh, okay. Lead out those who have eyes but are blind, and those who, like me, have ears but are deaf.
Wait.
No.
Oh, you were speaking of yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was confusing.
Okay, let me read it the way it really says it. Lead out those who have eyes but are blind.
Yeah.
Who have ears but are deaf.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
all the nations together gather, and the peoples assemble, like the Avengers. Which of their gods foretold this and proclaimed to us the former things?
None, because none exists.
Right.
So, yeah, whatever.
Right. Let them bring in their witnesses, to prove they were right, so that others may hear and say, "'Tis true. You are my witnesses, declares the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, so that you may know and believe me and understand that I am he."
I am well aware that there are other religions in this world right now, and that if it were brought to a test of who could witness to their God, there would be witnesses for all the gods.
Yeah.
Like, they would come out and say, yep, that's the God. He did that thing, and we totally believe that. So, like, that's not a good statement. That's just because you're writing the book, you get to make that statement.
Who shouts the loudest?
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Just because you wrote it doesn't mean it's true. I'm just saying.
Right. Before me, no God was formed. Before me.
We have to state that? Like, isn't that just self-evident if you're just that powerful and that much of a God?
Well, I just wanted to point out, just in case you wondered, that there was zero, there was nothing, and then there was me.
It's like every other sentence. He's like, I'm the guy who created everything,
Remember how awesome?
There's no other gods, and I created everything,
I don't know if you heard, but I'm God.
Yeah, right.
Nice to meet you. My name's Chuck.
Supernatural.
Before me, no God was formed, nor will there be one after me. Even I, am the Lord. Yeah, even I am.
Is that what it said? Even I?
Yeah.
Oh,
even I am the Lord.
Well, he's really stuck on exclaiming who he is.
Me.
It's me. I'm me.
It's me.
And I did the things that are me.
I'm the Lord. I'm me. Yeah. And apart from me, there is no savior.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Yep. I have revealed and saved and proclaimed. Boom. I and not some foreign god among you. Stupids.
Damn foreign gods.
I know, right? You are my witnesses, declares the Lord.
I feel like we're repeating the same shit over and over.
That I am God.
Oh, okay.
Declares the Lord, that I am God. Right. Your witnesses. You saw me.
Okay.
Without eyes.
Right.
Yes, and from ancient days I am he. No one can deliver out of my hand. When I act, who can reverse it? I mean, whatever you say, bro.
Yeah, if something happens, you can't, make it unhappen.
Right.
That's just how things happen.
Right. This, just so you know, is what the Lord says.
Okay.
Your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah.
For your sake, I will send to Babylon and bring down as fugitives all the Babylonians.
Okay.
In the ships in which they took pride. I am the Lord, your Holy One, Israel's creator, your king.
Got it. So he's going to sink the Babylonian ships?
Mm-hmm.
He's playing some God battleship?
Battleship, yeah. Exactly.
Right.
This is what the Lord says.
Okay.
Just some more.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Right.
Okay. He who made a way through the sea, a path through the mighty waters, who drew out the chariots and horses, the army and reinforcements together, and they lay there, never to rise again, extinguished, snuffed out like a wick.
Wow.
Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past.
Okay. So remember how I did this thing, but forget the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to, remember that, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want you to remember the past gods that you worship.
Yeah.
But I want you to remember how I killed those people. Remember how I killed those people?
Remember how I'm a motherfucking murderer?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm doing a new thing.
It's doing a new thing.
That's what it says.
Okay.
Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?
It springs up. That you're gonna have to be more, definitive than that because there's a lot.
Do you not see it? Do you not see it? Do you not see it?
I don't know if I want to see it.
What you're showing me. I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland.
Oh, so we're back to making those again and not unmaking them.
Cement the pool, uncement the pool. Jesus Christ, what's happening? The wild animals honor me. The jackals and the owls. Is it the owls or the demons? We never did decide.
Right.
Remember?
But why would the demons be honoring God? It seems counterproductive to their lot in life.
Okay, but don't forget this is translated. It could be
Sure.
honor, or it could be fear, or it could be bow down.
Okay.
You know, cower.
And that's fair. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read notes on this yet.
Fair
so
enough.
I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Okay. So the wild animals honor me or do something.
Okay.
The jackals and the owls, maybe the demons, I don't know.
Right.
Because I provide water in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland to give drink to my people, my chosen, the people I formed for myself, that they may proclaim my praise. I was bored and lonely, so I created some folk to sing to me.
I mean, really,
about me.
Yeah, it's like, this is the ultimate narcissist. He created his own fucking fan club. Right? Like, okay. That's like if you took a bunch of fucking, like, Teddy Ruxpins and just all set them up to, like, praise you.
Oh my God. That would be so creepy. Right? Like you walk in and you see your toddler playing with a bunch of, like, talky bear things, and they're all like, "Ooh, baby, I love you." That would creep me the fuck out. Yet you have not called on me, Jacob. What's up? You've not wearied yourselves for me, Israel.
That's sad, but
you've not brought me sheep for burnt offerings, nor honored me with your sacrifices.
Didn't he say earlier also that those don't matter?
OMG, stop. I told you to forget the past.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
But then the stuff where we learned how to do that was in the past too.
Hush.
I'm just saying.
You're nitpicking. You're checking out on my jots and tittles.
Jots and tittles? The fuck are jots and tittles?
Oh, okay. So this is totally off topic.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't realize you didn't know. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It turns out when you talk, I don't know a lot of things.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm just,
like, I have such eclectic trivia and also a lack of such common mundane things that I never know what shit will come out of my mouth that you don't know.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, jots and tittles are a phrase that comes from the Bible or whatever that means the essence of it is small details. Like you go over a document with a fine tooth comb thing,
sure.
To make sure you don't miss anything.
Right.
Now, physically, what jots and tittles are like the dot above the I and the J. That's a jot. Okay.
Yeah.
And the tittle is something that is usually a line, like a mark, like what distinguishes a Q from an O is that line, right?
Okay.
So that's a tittle. Okay. It may also be like some kind of accent mark, or I forget what else they're called. But anyway, they're things that distinguish a letter, that change the letter from one form to another by being present.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you learned a thing.
I did.
Isn't that interesting?
You said it's biblical?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because God, I think it's from the New Testament or something. I don't know where it comes from exactly, but it is in the Bible. And it basically is like, God will not let things pass. He knows every jot and tittle or some shit like that. Like, He knows all the names of the stars.
Got it.
That kind of bullshit.
Okay.
Sure. Every jot and tittle.
Got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyways, I have burdened you with grain offerings, nor wearied you. Let me stop.
Yeah.
That again.
That didn't work.
I did not burden you. Wife, burdened you, husband, and listeners.
Sure.
Okay. Anyways, I have not burdened you with grain offerings, nor wearied you with demands for incest.
That makes
incense. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I said incest, but I meant incense, and I apologize. Let us never forget that wife suffers from dyslexia hard. Anyways, you have not bought any fragrant calamus for me, or lavished on me the fat of your sacrifices.
Okay.
Give me that fat.
And what about the long lobe of the liver?
I know, right?
You need some of that too.
I love the long lobe of the liver.
I haven't had an opportunity to say that in a while. So
I know. I'm glad you pulled that one out of the box. I want a t-shirt that just says the long lobe of the liver. But you have burdened me with your sins and wearied me with your offenses, stupid worms.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I, even I am he who blots out your transgressions for my own sake
Okay.
and remembers your sins no more.
Okay, so he's trying to take credit for all these things he's doing for us, and they're not doing anything for him. So he's like, y'all suck.
He's like, boring. Where's my fan club? You didn't sing enough.
Right.
Review the past for me, except for when I say don't.
Right.
Let us argue the matter together. State the case for your innocence. What?
That you just said that
Wait
they
a
weren't
minute.
innocent. So basically, you're having them state the case for their execution. Is that what you're?
Well, yeah, he's saying, I think you're guilty. Come up here and tell me how I'm wrong.
Right. That's not a good way to
Defend yourself.
That is not innocent until proven guilty.
That is not how that works.
No.
Yeah.
It sounds like a shit trial.
He's like, I'm God. I said you're bad. Do you dare argue?
Right.
And it's like, I was just standing here.
Right.
I didn't ask for this.
Besides,
What?
I think there is a fair argument. I haven't heard from you, you fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like where the fuck did you say any of this to me? No.
Yeah.
You talked to that crazy dude in his goddamn underwear.
And maybe my grandfather, but they didn't tell me.
Dude, you gotta talk to me, man.
Tell me. Just tell me things and then, okay.
Right.
That changes everything.
But yeah, I totally do think I'm innocent because you haven't told me, man.
Yeah. I didn't see no burning bush or whatever.
I think I got a good case.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're the magical judge, then who cares?
Right.
Even?
No, yeah, it's a case you can't win, obviously,
Right,
but
right.
I feel like there's a strong case there.
Right. Your first father sinned.
Oh,
well,
geez.
there we go.
Was this 10 generations ago or something?
Those I sent to teach you rebelled against me, so you are fucked.
Wait, the people he sent for them to teach this person that they're talking about, whatever,
Yeah.
they rebelled. The teachers rebelled against God.
So you're
never
fucked.
made it to teach him.
Yeah.
And somehow it's this fucker's fault?
Yeah.
That's not okay.
You're fucked.
That's bullshit.
You should have not been born at that time.
I guess.
So I disgraced the dignitaries of your temple. I consigned Jacob to destruction and Israel to scorn. The end.
So I never sent anybody to teach you, but I'm going to destroy you nonetheless.
Yeah, because fuck you. You didn't know to sing to me?
That's fucking crap.
It's garbage, honestly.
I mean, what kind of fucked up bullshit is this?
You didn't get the message, that's on you.
He's like, worship me, love me, and do all the things for me, and also I hate you, and you didn't get the message. I'm aware of that, but fuck you.
Right.
Like, what?
Okay, so this reminds me of a time. Let's put this in modern times, okay? Let's put this in modern times.
Okay.
I worked for a company, and the boss would have me post stuff on Facebook, okay? And she would hold responsible the other employees who didn't get the message. And I tried to explain to her, some people actually do not have a Facebook or do not check it daily. And she said, that's on them. And I said, actually, if you're wanting to communicate to them and reach them effectively, it's on you. As the communicator.
Right.
Do you want the message read? That's the question.
Yeah.
So that's how we put that in today's terms. And if a boss does that, right, you obviously think that boss is stupid.
But honestly, I gotta say, I feel like your boss was making a greater effort than God is.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
He didn't even get the fucking message to the person. There's no way that they even got it.
Right. That is true.
So
that is true.
I'm just, at least your boss put it up there where it could be found.
That is true.
Much like the notice that they were gonna demolish Earth for the Vogon Highway.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's make this.
And Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this a different way, even.
Okay.
So let's say she whispered the message to me in the office, but didn't post it anywhere. And we're in Dayton, but she expected that employees in Toledo and Cincinnati should somehow have heard that fucking whisper.
Well, it's worse. It's similar to that, but I think you missed the mark here. I think that it's more like she whispered it to you, and told you to relay that message to everybody, and you said fuck you and didn't, and then everybody else got in trouble because you didn't do that.
Everybody else got fired. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't tell them.
Right, yeah.
And she knew I didn't tell them. And she's like, wife neglected to tell you this message.
Right.
So you're fired.
Yeah.
She's a bitch, so you're fired.
Yeah. That's essentially,
so
yes, correct.
If that happened at a company you work for and you think that is okay, I'm here to tell you you're an idiot. Like, it's not okay.
Right.
So this situation
is not okay.
Is not okay.
Right. Yeah.
This God is a dick.
I mean, that's a running theme.
But it needed to be restated.
Yes, always and forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Isaiah chapter 43.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that we'll be back tomorrow with...
Well, tomorrow is Saturday.
Is it?
It is, because today, we're recording, is Thursday, and it'll be posted Friday morning.
Yeah. No, I'm thrown off mostly because of the numbers that we're on. And
yeah.
Normally we do things in 5s, and we're thrown way off now. So, but yeah, you're right. So tomorrow is Saturday.
Yes.
Which means that we're doing...
Q&A Saturday.
Right.
Not another chapter of Isaiah.
Correct.
Right.
And then on Sunday we'll be doing
Sacrilegious Book Club.
And then I'll be getting the weekly wrap up out. And then we'll be back on Monday with
Isaiah chapter 44.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you know what we're doing today?
Well, it's a little bit late, but we're still on a Saturday, which means that today is...
Q&A Saturday.
That's
I almost forgot what the song was for it.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I was here.
But I pulled it out, though.
You sure did. You pulled it out.
I did.
Yeah. All right. So what are we Qing and Aing today?
Well, we're going back over chapters 39 through 43 of Isaiah and answering some questions about islands and shit like that.
Okay. You ready to get into this?
I sure as fuck am.
All right. Let's do it.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we are doing the Q&A for chapters 39 through 43 of Isaiah.
Okay.
And it's an interesting section because we're ending a section, starting a new section, doing a few overlappy things, and so it's kind of a mess.
Is that a technical term, overlappy things?
Overlappy things is very technical.
Okay, all right.
You might not even know what it means. It's really hard jargon.
Got it, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So chapter 39 of Isaiah concludes the section of Isaiah that is attributed to Isaiah himself.
Right.
Okay, that is first Isaiah.
Right.
And it's also referred to as Proto-Isaiah.
When you say attributed to Isaiah, you mean by scholars? Or by who? Because the whole book is Isaiah. Now, so like they pretend that it's still Isaiah in the Bible, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's hard to say.
But
traditionally speaking, I guess, chapters 1 through 39 are attributed specifically to Isaiah.
Okay.
And the rest is like probably not so much.
Got it. They're like, we're going to pretend this is Isaiah because it's prophetic and we like Isaiah and stuff.
Yeah.
So here it is.
Proto-Isaiah.
Okay. Yeah.
Chapters 1 through 39.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, in the New King James Version, this chapter 39, is also subtitled The Babylonian Envoys, because in this chapter, Hezekiah receives envoys from where?
The Babylonians.
From Babylon, yeah, exactly. So in this chapter, Isaiah foretells the exile to Babylon of the people of Judah.
Right.
Which, came to pass.
Yeah,
so, yay, Isaiah.
Right.
And then this takes place after Hezekiah's miraculous recovery,
right,
wherein he had been sick and he didn't want to die. And he prayed to God, who gave him then 10 or 15 more years.
Yeah, God changes. I mean, just to make sure we understand, God changed his mind.
Mm-hmm. God did change
People
his
say
mind.
that God doesn't change his mind, but he did.
I'm like, what about Hezekiah?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then he shows off all of his treasures to the envoys from Babylon.
Yeah, that was probably dumb.
Stupid, dumb move.
Yeah.
And he felt honored by them, and so he gladly welcomed them. He was also really excited because Babylon was the arch enemy of Assyria.
Right.
So he was like, "You guys like me? Oh my God!"
Yeah, he
That's
was
so
like, the enemy of my
awesome."
enemy is my friend, right?
Totally.
And Babylon was like, let's see what kind of shit they got, huh?
Yeah. They were like, "Yeah, sure, we're totally your friend, guy." So without consulting either God or Isaiah, he shows them his vast treasures, his abundant supplies of food, and his military armaments.
Right.
And the visitors are duly impressed with the great wealth that God has given Hezekiah.
Sure.
As they would be,
Mhm, yeah.
But Isaiah was like, "You dumb." And he admonished King Hezekiah and questions him regarding the visit of the Babylonian envoys.
I question that questioning of Hezekiah, because Hezekiah was supposedly, in good with God, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in good with God, couldn't God protect you as much as he wants to or not wants to, right? Like he just killed 185,000 people for the Israelites, right?
Yes, but the thing is that Hezekiah made this decision on his own. He did not.
Oh, he didn't consult God. He didn't consult Isaiah. Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's why Isaiah was like, "You done fucked up."
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
So he was like, "You made an unwise decision and acted foolishly, and you did it out of pride and nonsense."
I still feel though like you get forgiven for that, and God could still protect you if you wanted.
If he
God's
was in
help.
the mood, it just depends on what part of the book we're in.
Right. I'm just saying in the book here, like there's times when God has done things for them after they. I mean, you don't always have to be upright. Like,
right, but God did just grant dude 15 extra years to live.
Right. So he's like, that's enough for now.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then Hezekiah's like, 15 more years, wee! And, proceeds to act stupid.
Yeah.
Like, he hops out of bed and pridefully shows off his shit.
But the funny thing is that it doesn't even affect Hezekiah, because Hezekiah dies before the Babylonian exile happens. So it doesn't
And then Hezekiah even goes so far as to say that.
Right. But his stupidity doesn't even affect him. And that's part of what bothers me too, is that God in the Bible is willing to punish people that are not still alive, like further generations down the line, for something somebody else did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Why?
You know why.
I know.
You know why.
Because he's not real.
Yes. And also, he's a dick.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those.
So that was chapter 39. Okay.
Yep.
And that was the end of that section.
Okay.
Okay. So moving into Isaiah chapter 40, this is the first chapter of the section known as Deutero Isaiah.
Got it.
So we just were doing Proto Isaiah. Now we're in Deutero Isaiah, which is also called the Book of Consolation. And this goes from chapters 40 to 55.
Okay.
Within 2nd Isaiah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after that, the rest of Isaiah, I'll get to that when we get there.
Yeah.
But
it's something else.
Well, it's called like try something, the third part of Isaiah, even though it's the rest of 2nd Isaiah.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
It doesn't, but whatever. Anyway, this section, Deutero Isaiah, chapters 40 through 55, are the work of an anonymous 6th century BCE author writing during the Babylonian exile.
Not Isaiah.
Right. Deutero Isaiah has as its subject the liberation of Israel from captivity in Babylon in another Exodus, which the God of Israel will arrange using Cyrus, the Persian conqueror, as his agent.
Right. And I remember covering this. What I don't like about this, though, is that it was written in the time that this was happening, and it's passed off as a prophecy.
Right.
So that really pisses me off.
Right. Yeah. It should.
Right.
It should.
Yeah.
And then parts of this chapter, of course, we mentioned when we read it, but it bears repeating as we're going over this, that parts of this chapter are cited in all 4 canonical Gospels of the New Testament.
Right.
And Isaiah is sometimes even called the 5th Gospel.
Right. Okay.
So I don't recall if I said that at the time.
You have said that before. I don't know if you said that recently or not, but you have said that.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I just always find that interesting.
Yeah.
The 5th Gospel. Get the fuck out of here. So then we move into chapter 41, and that's just really short. That one was a really confusing chapter. We had no idea what the fuck was going on. But all it came down to is the Lord challenging false gods and false idols. And in summary, he says, idols are worthless and man is really limited. The end.
Okay.
So
I think we got that much out of it.
Yeah. Well, that's all you were meant to get out of that weirdly written and poorly phrased jumble of words.
Well, then I feel pretty good because I feel like we got that out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
So no harm, no foul. Moving on.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So Isaiah 42. That's where we start the servant songs.
Did we skip one? I thought did you go?
That was 41.
Yeah, you just, we were on 40. Okay.
39 was the end. 40 was the beginning.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
41 was difficult.
Yeah.
And now we're on 42.
Okay. Sorry. My brain missed one somewhere in there, I think.
That's because I went fast.
Yeah, I got it.
You can't math when I'm going fast. So anyway, Isaiah chapter 42 is where we start getting into the servant songs.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have to tell you something. I fucked up because in the past I said that it was a section of four chapters in a row.
Okay.
And it's not.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
They are all in Isaiah.
Right.
But they're not in a row.
Got it.
So apologies. I said that.
And
I was
wrong.
I was wrong.
Okay.
I misunderstood.
Okay.
The 4 songs in the book of Isaiah that are the servant songs are Isaiah 42, Isaiah 49, Isaiah 50, and Isaiah 52.
Okay, well, we should probably reiterate that when we get back into the regular chapters because I think that everyone would still think we're in those servant chapters. So,
yeah.
Okay.
I will definitely repeat that. And then as we each one do the song and get there, I'll do another re-up of that.
Okay.
So I thought this was really interesting. Muslim tradition holds that Isaiah 42 predicted the coming of a servant associated with Kedar, the second son of Ishmael, who went on to live his life in Arabia. Isaiah chapter 42 also mentions that the people of Salah, a mountain near present-day Medina, Saudi Arabia, would, quote, sing for joy and, quote, shout from the mountaintops.
Right.
And so they interpret this passage as a prophecy of Muhammad and his migration to Medina.
I don't know exactly the pronunciation, but
enough. I just thought that was really interesting, since we do a lot of Jewish and Christian stuff. Historically speaking, we haven't really muddled into the Muslim translation of things.
Right.
So I just thought that was interesting to toss in there.
Yeah.
So this was the chapter where they talked about islands a fuck ton. And we were like, what are they talking about?
Right.
So depending on what translation you're reading, it might not say islands, it might say coastlands.
Oh, okay.
But regardless, they're probably referring to all the lands throughout the Mediterranean, the Greek islands and all of those.
Right.
They are an image of the far-flung and little-known nations across the Mediterranean world. And for Isaiah, the islands are images of the ends of the earth, borders of the unknown world that nevertheless fall under the sovereignty of Yahweh. So they're like, even though we don't know about them guys over there much,
right? And
they are like the ends of the planet, like, flat earther style kind of shit.
Since this was the extent,
still God's world,
right? And since this was kind of the extent of their knowledge of the area,
of geography,
they're like that over there.
But it's still, even that is God's,
right? Yeah.
So that's what that was getting into.
Okay.
Yep. Now, then we get into Isaiah chapter 43. And There wasn't a lot to that chapter. This chapter refers mainly to the promised deliverance from Babylon. So
Okay.
just more of that.
Yeah, which we've already covered in other chapters
Mhm.
earlier.
Yeah.
So that's kind of boring.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So is that it?
That's the Q&A, yeah.
Wow.
We cleared up the islands.
You know, the way that they were talking in these chapters,
Mm-hmm.
I know that you kind of covered this when we got into the new book, the second book of Isaiah, but it's a lot more poetic, I
Mhm.
guess, in the way that they're phrasing things,
Mm-hmm.
which always in the Bible ends up, for me, just meaning it's more fucking confusing.
Yeah.
Because they're not spelling it out. They're like, let's compare everything to everything else and not actually say
Mhm.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll kind of hint at the thing that we want to say, but only in a roundabout manner.
Right. Exactly.
I'm like, okay, could you just fucking say it, man? Like, I don't need all this wonderful, fluffy bullshit, but
Yeah.
I just want to know what you're trying to get at here.
But
Which I guess some people do appreciate the poetry, so I don't want to knock it too much. But
well, it's also a good way of being able to differentiate different authors.
right, because of writing styles and things
Mhm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. And obviously the Bible is just a mix mash of all kinds of different writers from all kinds of different times.
Mm-hmm.
That's all thrown together and presented as one book of God.
Exactly.
So it's hard to be mad at the fact that there's, if anything, we should be mad at the fact that it's not referenced as what it is. It's
Right.
a mix mash of stories from different authors
Mm-hmm.
and not the Word of God.
Right.
It's just a collection of stories
Mm-hmm.
about their God. But
Sure.
nonetheless, it's still a collection of stories.
But it's really even not about their God. It's about them and them
Right.
failing to live up to their God and them being punished for that and them coming to terms with that. And
Well, even more than that, if we took a step back, it's more of a story of their journey as a race of people, you
Mhm.
know? Like, and it could be a beautiful story talking about that if we could just remove the idea of God from it and look at it from
right.
the perspective of a people that lived thousands of years ago and say, this is what they were dealing with.
This
and
is what they were dealing with, and this is what they believed back then, and
Right.
this is how they dealt with their belief system.
Yeah, if you look at it from that context, it is a little bit beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the fact that God is still harmful today because of the people that still believe in this entity
Mm-hmm.
and the things that manifests into is why I have a hard time allowing that to still be the case. Like, I don't
Right.
want to give it the beauty that it might have in another world and
Sure.
another time, you know.
Sure.
But I can admit that it is there. It's just I don't want it to be there because I'm kind of angry at the Bible and what it does.
Yeah.
You know, in our society today.
No, I totally agree.
So.
I totally agree.
But anyway, we're getting off on a tangent here.
Sure are.
And I think we're pretty much done with this, right?
Sure are.
So- That.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our Q&A today. And that means that we will be back tomorrow with our...
Sacrilegious Book Club.
Right. And then I will get the weekly wrap-up together. And then we'll be back on Monday with...
Isaiah chapter 44.
That's right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Happy Festivus.
Happy winter.
Happy Mythmas.
Happy
Something.
cold time of year when we don't like the cold and it's cold.
Yeah, that. So anyway, we thought we'd do something special for our for Mythmas Eve.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
so we got a little poem together, a secular poem that we put together. And it may not be the best production on the planet, but we hope you enjoy it.
It's our gift to you.
Yeah. And if you aren't familiar with us, check us out at sacrilegiousdiscourse.com and, you know, follow all those links that we have at our site and shit. And, you know, then follow us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Enjoy, everybody.
Bye.
"'Twas the night before Yuletide, and all through the den not a creature was stirring, not even a pin. My stockings unhung, by the mantle did sigh, no jolly old saint, not a twinkle in my eye. The eggnog untouched, in the fridge had gone sour, no visions of sugar plums dancing in power. No fireplace crackling, just silence profound, as reason and logic on skepticism bound. The moon, cold and sterile, on the rooftops did gleam, casting shadows of doubt on a holiday dream. Where were the reindeer, the sleigh in the sky? Just physics and facts with a skeptical sigh. No angels, no shepherds, no babe in a stall, just stories we tell, myths, one and all. The universe vast, indifferent and grand, no divine intervention, no helping hand. Yet, in the quiet, a thought dared to bloom, kindness and laughter dispelling the gloom. For joy can be found in the warmth of a friend. In family and music, the season can mend. So raise a glass high to the light in us all, to stories we share, though some may enthrall. Let go of the dogma, the tales and the fright, and celebrate simply in reason's pure light. For even without magic or wishes that fly, we can build our own wonder beneath a clear sky. Merry Yuletide, friends, let good cheer abound in this season of giving on common ground. No need for a sleigh or a star in the night, just open your heart and let kindness take flight.
Husband,
Wife!
guess what we're doing today?
Well, it's a little late today, but it is a holiday weekend.
Mhm.
And so today is still
Saturday.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
Sunday.
It's Sunday.
What is time?
I don't know. So, given that it's Sunday,
Sunday, not Saturday.
what are we doing today?
We are doing Sacrilegious Book Club.
That's right.
Which isn't on Saturday,
That's
so
not
I don't
on-
know why
yeah,
I said
I know.
Saturday.
That's why I was confused.
Sorry.
So, what are we going over today in the book club?
Well, we are still in a treasury of Jewish folklore, stories, traditions, legends, humor, wisdom, and folk songs of the Jewish people, edited by Nathan Ozubel. And we are in part 4, Tales and Legends.
Okay, sounds great. Are you ready to get into this?
I am.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, so I said we're in part 4, Tales and Legends.
Yeah.
And within that part, we are in chapter 1, Biblical Sidelights. And I was like, the fuck does that mean?
Right?
It basically means that it's biblical side stories.
Oh,
So
that's maybe fun.
maybe fun. I don't know. I say that so that you understand where we're going with this, because I'm going to start with the intro, which is a bit lengthy, but I took some notes out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just start here with the intro. We're on page 446 for all of the people that are following along.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So Jewish religious lore was never fully frozen into canon. So, like, you know how the Christians are like, nope, that's what it says in the Bible. The end.
Right, right.
The Jewish people are more like,
Loosey-goosey about it?
well, this is what it says, and this is what we think, and here are our thoughts on it, and here's some more stories about it. And, like, that's where the Midrash and the Ibid and the Agada and all that comes in.
Right, and we've
They're-
talked about it before, how they are much more studious about their religion than they consider a lot more things about it.
They do. They are very introspective with regard to their faith and with regard to what the Word of God actually means.
Right.
And how it impacts them in their daily life.
Yeah.
So I particularly appreciated that opening sentence.
Mm-hmm.
To continue, it says, this dynamic... Oh, wait, no. Let me skip ahead. Sorry. The Midrash attempted to penetrate into the spirit of the Bible by revealing its inner meanings, which were not in literal evidence in the text, by means of legends, parables, myths, fables, and ethical sayings.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's kind of just what we just said.
Right,
But
right.
this body of folklore came into being because the masses of the people found the scriptural text insufficient for their understanding.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I can
does it?
appreciate that, actually.
Huh.
Yeah.
The folk were eager for deeper and more interior explanations of the characters and incidents recorded in the Bible.
I mean, again,
Yeah.
I'm fully on board.
I appreciate that, yeah. This need may be seen from the fact that the voluminous literature of the Midrash was in continuous growth until about the time of the Crusades.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those people were like heavy thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, what is this shit?
Right.
Okay. Skipping further ahead, it goes without saying that the Midrash hardly wields the same religious authority as Scripture. Nonetheless, it's very vivid characterizations of Bible personages with its added wealth of details and incidents have in many ways superseded the Scripture versions in the folk fancy.
Well, from what I've heard, what we've gone over and what we've read in this book and in other instances where we've gone over different things from them, it's a lot more it's put in layman's terms, and it's put in like they use examples,
Exactly.
So it's very easy to interpret for the layman, and that's obviously when you've got a lot of people that are going to understand it better because of this story, then that's going to make a lot more sense to the masses than the Scripture. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. Not always does the Midrash legend follow closely the Bible text. And that sentence itself is the crux of what this whole section is about.
Okay.
Because we're going to reference some of the biblical happenstances and tell little side stories, side lights.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, carrying on so we start with Moses. All right?
Okay, yeah.
So of all the stirring Moses legends in the Midrash, that which describes his solitary death on the summit of Mount Pisgah has lain closest to the hearts of the people. The Bible account of it troubled them. They found it hard to understand why, after having suffered and battled all his life on their and God's behalf, he should have been condemned by the divine will to die at the very gates of the promised land.
We struggled with that.
Yeah.
We took issue with that.
Yeah.
Because it's bull. I mean, okay. I don't want to get too far into this, but like, there's so many other instances in the Bible where there's a man of God or a person of God that does so many worse things than what Moses did. Right. And Moses got fucked.
He did.
Like,
he really did.
It was I mean, in context, in canon, it was a horrible fate for him, like that. I didn't get it
right at the gate, and to die right there with it in view, and to not be allowed to enter the promised land.
And honestly, that right there is almost enough for, if you're reading just the Bible, that's enough for you to say, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck you, God.
Yeah.
That's fucking crap.
It's mean.
Yeah.
It's cruel.
Right.
Yeah. The moral question for many became challenging. Was there no reward for virtue? If Moses, the most righteous man who ever lived, was denied the just attainment of his strivings, how could they, sinners and backsliders all, ever hope for forgiveness and the peace of the world to come?
Right. Yeah.
Fair question.
Definitely.
Okay, so another one that we're going to talk about is the prophet Elijah. Okay. Not Elisha.
Right.
Elijah.
Right.
He has been the subject of a greater number of legends than any other Bible hero.
Interesting.
In short, he is let me skip ahead, sorry.
Yeah.
Much of rabbinic and later legend about Elijah is based upon the Agada belief that he did not die like other mortals, but was translated to heaven while he was still alive, swept aloft in a chariot of fire by a whirlwind.
Well, that was kind of alluded to in the Bible. So
yeah. So because of that, there's a lot of stories and legends that have come up that are not biblically based. That are about Elijah. And so that's where I was starting to say, in short, he is an invisible household friend. He's the guide and helper to the souls of the men in the world to come. And they see him as a benevolent friend standing at the crossroads of paradise and hell.
Oh, he's like the gatekeeper, huh?
Not gatekeeper. He doesn't keep people out.
Right.
But he guides them where they're supposed to be.
But when you see those pictures of the guy standing at the pearly gates or whatever, right? Is he one of them?
He's standing to the right. He's
Got
not the main guy. 'Cause
Okay.
I think that main guy is some angel. I forget which angel it is
Sure.
guards the gates, but he's there. But like the angel points them in the direction they're supposed to go, and then Elijah walks them there.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The folk mind considers that he never really died and will remain immortal. And Elijah is delineated as the eternally wandering Jew who never finds rest from the missions of mercy he has to perform. And this conception, of course, has no connection with the well-known medieval legend of the wandering Jew, which is anti-Semitic in character, which I did not realize.
Huh. That's
So
interesting because it didn't occur to me until you just read that. But one of my favorite musical artists is Paul Simon, and there's a line in his song Graceland that says "1 1/2 wandering Jews," and that could hold. I'm gonna have to dig into that line because that could hold a whole different meaning than I ever imagined it to mean.
Yeah,
so that's interesting.
Yeah, I would be curious for you to come back and let us know.
Yeah, that
what
might
you
even
find.
be worth like a. I don't. Well, we'll see. That might even be worth like an episode or something.
Yeah, sure. During the rite of circumcision, for instance, Elijah served as the, quote, angel of the covenant. We've talked about this a little bit. This was a story that did come up at some point. In his honor, the most comfortable chair in the household is reserved for him and is placed at the right hand of the Godfather. And this is designated as Elijah's chair.
Yeah, I do remember talking about that at one point.
How he's there at circumcisions.
Yeah.
In Orthodox homes, it is also the custom during the Seder home services on Passover Eve to pour a cup of wine for him and for the youngest child to open the door in order to, quote, let Elijah in.
Interesting.
Symbolically, he thus spends this most convivial of all Jewish festivals in the bosom of every family.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
We're also going to talk about King Solomon.
Okay. Yep.
He too occupies a foremost position in legendary lore. His wisdom, which became proverbial, marked him for the hero as sage in many midrashic legends. The Solomonic folklore literature is very considerable. Tradition has it, of course, that King Solomon was the author of many wisdom books.
Right.
The Song of Songs, Ecclesiastes, and the Book of Proverbs in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
And then there's some pseudo-epigraphic works. The Psalms of Solomon.
Yep.
The Testament of Solomon. And the Wisdom of Solomon.
Well, we talked about this too. So Solomon had his mother, was it Bathsheba or whatever? Was that his mother? I think.
I think so.
And when Solomon came to power, there was we felt that there was quite a push of like literature, like they wrote a lot about his reign to make him be greater, to make him be more. You know? Yes. So yeah.
The rabbinic writers of those days sometimes wrote anonymously, or they modestly hid their individuality under the name and prestige of King Solomon.
Interesting.
And he was fabled to be so wise that he could read the guilt or the innocence of those he judged merely by looking into their faces. And because he had chosen the pursuit of wisdom for his goal, the folk believed that God had rewarded him with the splendor of power and great riches. He also gave him dominion over the upper world of angels, over the nether world of spirits and demons, over all the earth and its inhabitants, including beasts and reptiles, birds, and fishes.
So this is his otherworldly duties after he died or something?
Yes.
Interesting.
Solomon, not like we're done with Elijah now.
No, I got it. I got it. Yeah, that's just, it's interesting that they have these ideas as to what they are after they die.
Yeah.
Multiple people, apparently.
Multiple people, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
During the 40 years of his reign, some of the laws of nature were miraculously reversed. For instance, the full moon never waned. All living creatures obeyed his command. The eagle, especially, serving as his messenger and principal means of conveyance. When he built the temple, reputed by legend to have been the most beautiful structure the world had ever seen, angels and demons helped him in the task.
I missed this bit in the Bible.
This isn't in the Bible.
No, I
That's what
know.
I'm
I
telling
know.
you.
I'm just like, if this had been in the Bible, it would. That's so ridiculous.
Right? Yeah.
But like, I want to hear those stories.
Right?
You know,
Same,
like
same.
that's so interesting.
He hewed the immense stones which went into its construction by means of the magical worm, the shamir.
I'm sorry, what? Magical worm?
Yes.
What the fuck?
We'll get to that at some other point. That's not one we're reading today, but it is one we will talk about.
Oh my
at some
god,
point.
this is interesting.
Fairy tales,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It is indeed curious that only in later Midrashic legends was Solomon hero worshipped. In earlier folklore, he was held up to righteous scorn for having negated by his conduct the wisdom he affected.
Huh.
With one solitary exception, the sages used him as a springboard for their ethical preachments. They charged he was no wise man at all, for only a fool would be so concerned with accumulating 1,000 wives, owning innumerable horses, and hoarding untold gold and silver to no good purpose.
And we talked about that too.
We did. Moreover, they castigated him for being overweeningly proud of his wisdom.
Also talked about that.
Yes. Of Ecclesiastes, they said it could hardly be considered a sacred work because it represented only the wisdom of Solomon.
You know, I have to say, when I hear this stuff said in books where they're discussing, what scholars talked about, what the rabbis talked about these people, and they reference things that we've talked about, that we've discussed, I feel pretty good about myself.
Me too. I was thinking the same thing.
That's
like,
stuff that we were
I noticed that as well.
Right,
okay,
yeah.
Cool. Like, it always makes me feel like I'm on the right track and I'm not quite the dummy I take myself to be.
Yeah. I mean,
it validates my thoughts and concerns.
Sure.
Yeah. Vivid in the recollection of the Jewish folk is their memory of the prophet Jeremiah. Now, I didn't go much into this because we have not read Jeremiah yet.
Right.
Which leads me to another thing I'm about to say.
Okay.
There's going to come a point when we have to stop reading this book until we catch up in the Bible to where those stories are pertinent now that we are at Bible stories.
I see.
Okay. Because
we don't want to go further than where we are.
Yeah. So, next to Moses, they revere Jeremiah the most, conceive him in terms of moral grandeur. And in the Agada, Jeremiah and Moses are often linked together as having experienced the same trials.
Huh.
Okay. I stopped there reading about him because, like I said,
the rest of it gets into something more.
I don't know. We haven't got there yet. I don't want to know about Jeremiah.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So now I'm going to just read a few of the Bible-y stories that I thought were interesting because they were different from what we've heard before.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one was cool, I thought. The mightiest thing on earth. And this comes directly from the Agada in the Talmud.
Okay.
It's on page 450. God created 10 mighty things in the world. A rock is mighty, yet iron can break it. Iron is mighty, yet fire can make it soft. Fire is mighty, yet water can quench it. Water is mighty, yet the clouds can carry it. The cloud is mighty, yet the wind can disperse it. Wind is mighty, yet man can endure it. Man is mighty, yet fear can break him. Fear is mighty, yet wine can drown it. Wine is mighty, yet sleep can dissipate it. Sleep is mighty, yet death is mightier.
I like that.
Right?
I like that. That's really good.
The next one, I'm not going to read. I'll just summarize it real quick. It's called The Making of Adam.
Okay.
And the angels are like, why are you making him? And God's like, tell him. And then Adam's like, because I can name the animals. And God's like, see, go. And I made it funnier than it actually was, just so you know.
Yeah.
But that was The Making of Adam.
Okay.
But I will read Mother Eve, page 451.
Okay.
And this one is from the Midrash.
Got it.
When the Almighty wished to create Eve, he did not know from which part of Adam's body he should fashion her. I won't create her from his head, he said, so that she should not be conceited. I won't create her from his eye, so that she should not be curious. I won't create her from his ear, so that she should not listen to gossip. I won't create her from his tongue, so that she should not be a chatterbox. I won't create her from his heart, so that she should not be jealous. I won't create her from his hand, so that she should not be grasping. I won't create her from his foot, so that she should not be a gadabout. Instead, I will fashion her from an invisible part of man, so that even when he stands naked, it cannot be seen. Then God created Eve from one of Adam's ribs, saying, Be thou a modest and chaste woman. Nonetheless, God's excellent plan miscarried. Woman is conceited, curious, a gossip, a chatterbox, is jealous, grasping, and a gadabout.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Right? I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's kind of a...
Like, excuse you, whatever.
It sounds like the... You know how you always hear old men, it's usually old men, talking about their wife or a woman or whatever, and how they're, this, that, or the other.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like that.
It really does,
and
doesn't
I'm
it?
like, that's kind of an asshole move for...
Yeah.
Just, no.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So, what I got out of that is, I'm sorry, you said God failed?
Right, yes. That is,
okay.
That's what happened, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Because apparently a woman is supposed to be just demure and quiet and, perfect. Mm-hmm. That was what God wanted.
The anti-Lilith.
Right, yeah.
All right, so I am going to read the first tier, which is, I thought, kind of magical. I thought it's kind of pretty.
Okay.
Okay. After Adam and Eve had been banished from the Garden of Eden, God saw that they were penitent and took their fall very much to heart. And as he is a compassionate father, he said to them gently, Unfortunate children, I have punished you for your sin and have driven you out of the Garden of Eden, where you were living without care and in great well-being. Now you are about to enter into a world of sorrow and trouble, the like of which staggers the imagination. However, I want you to know that my benevolence and my love for you will never end.
Hold on. What the fuck on? He kicked them out of paradise.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're going to suffer a fuck ton. But you know what? I still love you so much.
No, before that, he's like, oh, you got kicked out. That sucks for you. Oh.
But who fucking kicked him out?
Right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's like,
sorry, I just had to interrupt because
man.
that was, I'm like, no, you did that, you fucking idiot.
Right?
Okay,
right?
Sorry.
I know that you will be met with a lot of tribulation in the world and that it will embitter your lives. For that reason, I give you out of my heavenly treasure this priceless pearl. Look, it is a tear. And when grief overtakes you and your heart aches so that you are not able to endure it, and great anguish grips your soul, then there will fall from your eyes this tiny tear. Your burden will grow lighter then.
Tears are a gift from God?
Yes.
Jesus
they
fucking
help
Christ.
us get through the hard times.
Oh,
yes.
man.
When Adam and Eve heard these words, sorrow overcame them.
Yeah, I bet.
Tears welled up in their eyes, rolled down their cheeks, and fell to the earth. And it was these tears of anguish that first moistened the earth. Adam and Eve left them as a precious inheritance to their children. And since then, whenever a human being is in great trouble, and his heart aches, and his spirit is oppressed, then the tears begin to flow from his eyes, and lo, the gloom is lifted.
Okay. Again, that was...
Oh, right?
No, yeah.
Okay, so the next one I'm not going to read. I'm just going to summarize, and it's called Falsehood and Wickedness.
Okay.
And it's about how Noah built the ark and only pairs could get on. So Falsehood, the liar queen, she's like, hey, I want to get on the boat. And Noah's like, only pairs. And she's like, fuck. And so she goes walking around and she bumps into Wickedness, and she's like, yo, Wickedness, be my husband so we can get on this boat together.
Right.
And then Wickedness is like, what's in it for me, bitch? And then she's like, I will give you all the money that I make because I know I'm going to make a fuck ton on this boat. So then they get on the boat together and yay, they're a pair, falsehood and wickedness. And she makes a fuck ton of money just like she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, selling left and right, selling lies. You know, she gets them lies, you know.
Sure.
She's a liar that sells lies. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Okay?
I'm listening
Personification of the falsehood.
I guess,
okay?
yeah.
So then when the boat lands
Uh-huh.
and they get off,
Yeah.
he's like, tally up, bitch. And she's like, okay. And then she's like, couldn't I just have some though? Because I did all the fucking work. And he's like, but wouldn't it be like evil to go back on our word? You know, we made a deal, bitch.
Right.
Like, you owe me, pay up.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And gives him all the money because, you know, that was the deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then true indeed is the proverb is how this ends. Falsehood begets much, but wickedness taketh all that away.
I see.
Okay?
I see. Yeah.
So you can see why I didn't read it. It was like
Right,
anticlimactic.
yeah. Sure.
Climactic.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. But this one I thought was interesting. Page 454, the 4 cups.
Okay.
Okay. Noah was working with a will to break the hard clods for the purpose of planting the grape. Suddenly Satan appeared before him and
Whoa.
asked, what art thou planting here?
Okay.
You know, because I'm Satan.
I
right?
didn't realize Noah met Satan.
Sure he did in this story.
Okay. All right.
It's a vineyard I'm planting, answered Noah. And what fruit will it bring forth? The grape, which gives joy to man and gladdens his heart. You know, because
Yeah.
I'm Noah. I'm sweet or something because you're Satan. So,
Sure.
you know,
Right.
la la la.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let us work together, said Satan. Noah consented, you know,
Oh,
as you do.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Thereupon Satan brought a lamb, slaughtered it, and poured its blood over the clods of earth.
Oh, damn.
He then caught a lion, slaughtered it, and again poured out its blood, drenching the soil with it. Noah looked and wondered.
Yeah.
"Huh?
I'm kind of wondering myself.
What's this about?
Yeah.
Satan thereupon caught an ape, slew it, and poured the blood upon the clods of earth.
Okay.
At last he bought a pig, slaughtered it, and fertilized the ground with its blood. And thereby Satan wished to indicate to Noah the following lesson. After tasting the juice of the grape, drinking the first cup of wine, man becomes as mild and soft-spirited as a lamb. After the second cup, he becomes courageous as a lion, boasts of his power and of his might. After the third cup, he becomes intoxicated, dances, leaps, and gambles like an ape, making a fool of himself. But when he has drunk 4 or more cups, he is like a pig, bestial, filthy, and degraded. He is like a hog that wallows in mud.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 cups.
So drinking regulations
Mm-hmm.
for early
Don't get
Bible.
too drunk.
Okay.
Don't be drinking too much.
They cover that a lot.
They do.
They like
do.
to talk about that drinking.
This wasn't a don't drink. This was just a don't drink
This is
too much.
Yeah, this is
Moderation.
a drinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The next one is called Abraham and the Idols. I'm not going to read it because I feel like this one was in the Bible.
Oh, okay.
It's the one where Terah, Abraham's father, left him in charge of his shop of idols.
Okay.
And Abraham was like, but I don't do idols, Pop. And Terah's like, just be in charge of it, whatever. And then after Terah like walked away and whatever,
Right.
Abraham like kind of crushed the shop and then left the stick with the largest idol. And then when Terah comes back, he's like, the fuck happened to my shop? What did you do? And Abraham's like, it wasn't me. They were fighting over who was the best or the biggest or the most. And so the biggest one here, he took the stick and beat them all. And then Terah's like, you expect me to believe that stone idols were walking and talking and fighting? That's stupid. They don't do things.
Right.
And Abraham's like, no.
I don't recall that.
Oh,
So.
okay.
But.
I recall
you,
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
So I think I summed the story up better.
Yeah. No, you
Anyway,
got it. You nailed it.
Yeah. So that happened.
Okay.
And that was pretty much in the Bible.
Got it.
So then we've got, Abraham before Nimrod.
Oh, Nimrod.
I'm not reading it because it's stupid.
But Nimrod.
Man, I had to say
I
it.
miss Nimrod.
Well, Nimrod's like, worship fire and worship this and worship that and worship all these things that aren't God. And Abraham's like, no, 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 no. And then he keeps saying no over and over. And he's like, don't you perceive the mighty hand that guides the world? And the king was abashed and turned away, leaving young Abraham in peace. The end.
Oh, okay.
See? Stupid.
Yeah, that's
right?
dumb.
Yeah. So I said it just to say his name.
Sure.
Nimrod.
Right,
there.
Nimrod.
Okay, this one's called God Protects the Heathen, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought some Christians could hear this story.
Sure, yeah.
This is on page 456.
Okay.
Once, as the patriarch Abraham sat at the entrance of his tent, he saw an old, tired man approach. Abraham arose and ran forward to bid him welcome. He begged him to enter his tent and rest, but the old man declined the invitation and said, "No, thank you. I will take my rest under a fucking tree." But after Abraham continued to press him with his hospitable attentions, the old man allowed himself to be persuaded and entered the tent. Abraham placed before him goat's milk and butter and baked for him fresh cakes. The stranger ate until he was satisfied. Then Abraham said to him, "Now praise the Lord, the God of heaven and earth, who gives bread to all his creatures. Now that I forced you in here and made you eat,
right.
Pray with me. Pray."
Yeah.
I do not know your God, replied the old man coldly. "I will only praise the God that my hands have fashioned. Thanks." Then Abraham spoke to the old man, told him of God's greatness and loving kindness. He tried to convince him that his idols were senseless things who could neither help nor save anyone. He urged him, therefore, to abandon them and put his faith in the one true God and thank him for his gracious acts that he did for him every day. But to all of Abraham's fervent pleas, the old man answered indignantly, "How dare you talk to me this way, trying to turn me away from my gods? You and I have nothing in common, so do not impose on me any further with your words, because I will not heed them."
I don't disagree with this guy.
Right? Yeah, me neither. At this, Abraham grew very angry and cried out, "Old man, leave my tent!"
Oh, this does not sound like
that's not
treating
very
them
nice,
well.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the old man's like, "Bitch, I didn't even want to fucking come in here.
Right.
You made me." Without a word, the old man departed, and he was swallowed up by the dark night and the desert. When the Almighty saw this, he grew very wrathful and appeared before Abraham.
Oh.
"Where is the man who came to you this night?" he asked sternly. "The old man was stubborn," replied Abraham. "I tried to persuade him that if he believed in you, everything would be well with him. He refused to heed my words, so I grew angry and drove him out of my tent." Then spoke God. "Have you considered what you have done? Reflect for one moment. Here am I, the God of all creation, and yet have I endured the unbelief of this man for so many years. I clothed and fed him and supplied all his needs. But when he came to you for just one night, you dispensed with all duties of hospitality and compassion and drove him into the wilderness."
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Then Abraham fell upon his face, boom, and prayed to God that he forgive him his sin. "I will not forgive you," said God, "unless you first ask forgiveness from the heathen to whom you have done evil."
Wow.
Swiftly, Abraham ran out of his tent and into the desert, and after much searching found the old man. Then he fell at his feet and wept and begged for his forgiveness. The old man was moved by Abraham's pleas, and he forgave him. Again, God revealed himself to Abraham and said, "Because you have done what is righteous in my eyes, I will never forget my covenant with your posterity. When they sin, I will punish them, but never will I sever my covenant with them."
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So then we start getting into some Moses stories, but a lot of these I was like, ugh. And then there was one that was like 5 pages long.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not even reading that.
Right.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going and going, and then there was the death of Moses. But here's one on page 468, the angels jealous of Moses.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Rabbi Joshua, son of Levi, says that at the time when Moses went up to heaven to receive the law, which the Lord, blessed be he, was giving him, the angel said, Lord of the universe, what is a mortal man doing here in the heavens amongst us? And the Lord replied, he's come to receive the Torah. Then the angel said, Wilt thou hand over to man that hidden jewel, which thou hast treasured up with thee during 974 generations before thou hast created the world? What is man whom thou hast created? Give thy bounty to the heavens. That's from Psalms 8.
Okay.
Leave the Torah here and do not give it to man. Then God's...
I'm a little bit torn here because the Torah is partly written by Moses. So
right.
What are they like?
Well, it's written by Moses at God's command.
Right,
So
but if
Moses,
it was there before Moses, then there must be a Torah there must be an original Torah, right?
No. The word is
the
treasure.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Moses
the bits that are God's words or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's about to give him the word of God.
Okay.
Yep. Then God said, Moses, answer the angels concerning that which they have spoken to me. And Moses replied, Lord of the universe, I would fain answer them, but I fear lest they burn me up with the breath of their mouths. Because, they got the halitosis.
Yeah.
Then God said, Moses, take hold of the throne of glory and answer their speech. And when our master Moses heard this, he began to speak and said, Lord of the universe, what is written in that Torah which thou intendest to give to me? I am the Lord thy God who brought thee out of the land of Egypt. That's from Exodus.
Right.
O angels, have you gone down into Egypt? Have you served Pharaoh? Then why should the Lord, blessed be he, give you the Torah? Again, what else is written in this Torah? Is it not written, thou shalt have no other gods before me? Are you living among heathens that you should serve other gods? It is further written therein, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, which means rest on that day. Are you working that you should have to be commanded to rest? Furthermore, it is written therein, thou shalt not take a false oath. Are you engaged in business that you should be commanded not to take a false oath? Furthermore, honor thy father and thy mother. Have you a father and a mother that you should be commanded to honor them? Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Is there envy and hatred among you that you should be commanded not to do these things? Of what good, therefore, is the Torah to you? When the angels heard, wow, that's a good argument, guy. Yeah. When the angels heard this, they became friendly to Moses, and every one of the angels taught him something, even the angel of death.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we've got more death of Moses, death of Moses,
right.
death of Moses, death of Moses. And then we get to page 475, Why God Forgives Man.
Okay.
Elijah the prophet once told the following story. It happened that I came to a great city, one of the greatest in the world. In that city lived a government official whose duty it was to investigate suspicious characters. When he saw me, he led me into the king's palace, where a priest came toward me and asked, Are you a scholar? I answered, I know a little. To which he said, If you'll give me the right answer to the question which I'm going to ask you, I will let you go in peace. I said, Ask.
And if he doesn't, he's not going to go in peace?
Right? Like, what you going to do? Murder me? I'm already dead or whatever.
Yeah.
Why did the Almighty create reptiles? Why did he need such ugly crawling creatures in this beautiful world? I want to hear this answer.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? Because
I'm not a fan.
We have snakes, and we've had it for...
we have a snake.
A snake.
Yeah.
That we've had for 2 years, and you have yet to hold him because you are like, absolutely not.
Right. I'm not a fan.
No, not a fan.
But I don't disdain them to the point where I would want them to not exist.
Right. But this guy's like, but why are they even?
Right.
Yeah. I answered him, the Almighty is a stern judge, but he also loves justice, benevolence, and truth. He foresees the outcome of everything and foretells the future. He is concerned with the good only. With his profound wisdom, he created the world and all that is on it. After that, he fashioned man. And the only reason he made man was that he serve him with all his heart, so that he should take pleasure in him and in the generations that spring from his loins until the end of days. But when man procreated and his number became great, he began to worship the sun and stones and wooden idols. From day to day, the sinfulness of man had been mounting, so that he deserved death and greatly tried God's patience.
Yeah.
At that point...
That poor God.
Oh, poor God. Yeah.
It's rough.
I know. At that point, God looked upon all the creatures he had created in the world and said, men have life and these creatures have life. Men have souls and these creatures have souls. Men eat and drink and these creatures eat and drink. Therefore, men too are animals and are no better than the reptiles I have created. Immediately thereafter, the Almighty's wrath subsided, and he withheld his hand from destroying mankind. From this, therefore, you can see that God created reptiles so that he would have some creatures with which to compare man and shame him into humility.
Except for those times that they did destroy man.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean,
yeah.
That happened.
That did happen.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why snakes.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
But you know what? Alligators and crocodiles are fucking evil. If you look at their eyes, they are evil mamba jambas.
Yeah.
They should not be alive on this planet at the same time men are. I'm
guess.
just here to tell you.
I guess.
They are pure. They are Satan.
I guess, but we don't have dinosaurs, which is a good thing, because those would be probably even worse.
They would, but I'm just saying, crocodiles and alligators are evil.
Right.
That's all.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. If you just look at them, just look at their eyes and the way that they're liars. They're laying there and then all of a sudden they're like, whomp. And then they just like turn and turn and turn and spin you to death.
I mean, they're just really effective predators.
And then also they're like, I'm slow. I can't anything. And then all of a sudden they fucking lift up on their legs. Like, where the hell are you kidding me? And they run.
Yeah.
That is not acceptable.
Right.
Sir, get back in your fucking swamp. They are not okay. I do not love them. I do not like them. I do not want them.
You ever seen a baby alligator, though?
Shut your face.
They're cute.
Shut your face.
I'm just saying.
Right now.
They are.
I'm not having it.
All right, whatever.
I'm not having it.
Anyway, that was all we got for today, correct?
That was all we got for today, correct.
So that was our Jewish folklore sacrilegious book club thing that we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we're probably going to not do our Monday episode until later tomorrow night. So we'll probably release one late after the evening time or something.
Because it's a federal holiday.
And we got things to do. So, there's that.
It's that one winter federal holiday.
Yeah. The one that's in the winter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was our book club for today.
It was.
And we will be back tomorrow
at some
on
point.
Christmas at some point with what was the episode we're on? It's
Isaiah chapter 40 something.
Yeah. It's one of the 40s in that realm, which we don't have in front of us at the moment. We should.
Sorry.
But we don't.
That would be planning ahead, and I'm not great at that.
Yeah. So I'm going to get the weekly wrap up out after this, and then we'll be back tomorrow with the new Isaiah episode, and then we'll be back on track after that. So we'll see you guys later.
Bye!
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my god. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.